You won't find it, young man, with a popping of pill under your tongue, or a needle in your veins, or in the backseat of an...
Are we better? Are we better? Can you hear me now? You should be able to. Yes. According to everything I got, you can. All right. Sorry about that. Hey, somebody new swaggered off the beat. I really wanted to wear the cool hat tonight, and unfortunately, I'm stuck with hair. Sorry, I need a haircut. So, Jesus, the world. All right, uh, there we go. 185 185 comments already. Gertrude McGillicuddy. Gertrude, I wish Carmack was on talking about ice cream some more. Uh, is ice cream code for Felicia? It's the vibe that I get. So let's put this shit down on the floor and get it out of the way. And let's get on with it. I had Carlos Danger in here for 5 minutes. I'm sure he's gone. And I expect snarky DMs any minute from Carlos as he breaks my chops. So there we go. And of course, this is a goddamn mess. But would you guys expect anything else? I think Sam Bibley put it best. If I tried to improve the show, he'd be out. So we'll stay there. And Crumbum, if you can do me a favor and just let me know if you can hear me in the chat, I would appreciate that. Or Cigarette Jones. Uh, Cigarette Jones is welcome to the link 100%, 100% of the time. Carlos is jealous. I'm probably more jealous of Carlos than he is of me. That's for certain. I like Carlos a lot, and I like Carlos's writing. Carlos is a good writer. Um, Crumbum, did you run the IQ test competition by Schmuel? Oh, I'd kill it. Um, Schmuel Bugman, what am I, chopped liver? I got a DM a couple of minutes ago, Schmuel, that said Schmuel Bugman and Schmuel somebody else were in Karmic's chat. Um, there's getting to be a bunch of Schmuels that I'm having trouble keeping up with all of them. But let's see. And Cigarette Jones, I got to give you my phone number so you can text me. I had no idea I was muted because I'm an idiot. No sound on your podcast right now. Thank you, Stallion. Um, that's the deal. That's what I do. Oh yeah. So Bugman and Schmuckman are both in the Karmic chat. Karmic is back. Um, is he's streaming, right? I guess he's streaming from Felicia's place. And I don't know. I I I kind of feel bad for him, but there we go. Um, JayMoe, you've got the link, so if you can come on in about, I don't know, 5-10 minutes, that would be fucking awesome. And of all the 12 people viewing me on Twitter, we will be leaving Twitter right now. And I'd tell you the truth. I'd stay on Twitter. I don't have anything against it. I'd stay on it, but it gives me a false sense of security because on Ebmux it combines the count, so it always looks like it's twice what it really is. Um, Sam Bibley, Frank, believe it or not, I did not add the goofy sound effects on the modeling portions. They were already on the videos when I found them. And listen, everybody, after the show, I want you to go and watch Sam Bibley's shit on YouTube. Thumbs down on it and leave a comment about how bad it is, because that's what we need to do to Sam. I'm looking especially old tonight. I feel like I'm very much like Stealth, except Stealth acts crazy. KB versus Schmuel. Anyway, IQ test wise, I'm up for it. I do it. KB's a smart guy, but as I was reminded today, people keep saying KB was on SNL. KB was on SNL, and I will remind everyone Joe Piscopo was also on SNL. So, and I think he actually lasted longer than Kevin. Um, that was a vaudeville actor earlier. Schmuel meant to do that. I did. I have to give people shit to talk about. The final boss. Uh, we were all telling you. All you had to do was glance at the chat. I'm with you, final boss, but there were like 185 chats, and by the time I got to being current, that's where we are. Because I don't like to. My chat is important to me, and so I don't want to miss anything and go back. Um, Karmic is back in a big way. I would tend to disagree with that. He's back for sure, but I gotta believe that all this unblocking he's been doing has more to do with viewer count dropping than him trying to be a nice guy. But that's just me. Uh, if JayMoe comes on, Guru One is leaving. We'll see you later, Guru One. So here's my boy Mint Diggity. Let's go. Mint Diggity is responsible for part of tonight's show because he clued me into something earlier today that I was not aware of, and we'll get there in just a minute. And let's just quickly, we want to go through some of the chat, and then we'll get on with it. Schmuel Bugman, Guru One, greater than JayMoe. Um, Dudes, if you want to come on here and you think you're better than somebody else, send me a DM. And as long as I can see streams that you've done, either on your own or someplace else, that'd be great. And I'd love to have you on, particularly for Saturday nights and we sit around and talk shit. Um, I just, my thing is, I don't want to get porn bombed, and I don't need a bunch of racist shit, like having Gino on. All right. So there you go, Guru One. Um, and Mintiggity stealth rules. Man, I'm going to send you a picture I took of myself a little earlier in the uh, stealth position with the glasses and the hat, and see if I do it better. But there we go. I did get to see stealth in a dress this week, or a skirt, as I've been reminded, um, with Mandels. I just, for some reason, I can deal with flip flops, but men in sandals in the Northeast or in New York or on screen or pretty much anywhere um, makes me question them. Guru One, stealth is creepy. Yeah, but isn't that what makes them interesting? Um, and I'm just going all the way down, all the way down, all the way down. Acid Dust, don't trash Joe Piscopo. Acid Dust is the one Joe Piscopo fan still out there. But I will say Joe Piscopo had a show on New York radio, like ABC. It was probably like Sundays or something, and it ran for years and years. So there's got to be something. Uh, oh, this is Frank. Frank must be talking about Kevin. Forget SNL. He's respected by comedic legends. Name one comic uh, on the level of Louis Attell, Chappelle, Shane that think Melton is funny. Um, I don't know. Do any of them think Kevin is funny? I mean, he was great, great, great talent. I was watching him today when he came on, and I was thinking he's the luckiest person in the world that you can stream snipe because he's like literally got. You don't have to have any content. You don't have to embarrass yourself like I do. You just run other people's work and then talk about it um, without thought. Like you don't put packages together, whatever the word is. You don't do clips. You just watch other people's stuff and shit on them. And Lady KB, I like Stealth, but that was kind of funny. Um, Stealth, stealthy, stealthy, stealthy. Um, Look, the truth of the matter is that I find Stealth entertaining as well, except on Mere Musk the other night when they were doing the Ashley Cummings thing. Oh God, that was bad. I couldn't listen to it, and I'm trying to catch up on my Ashley Cummings streams because, like I said, I like Ashley, and I just want to see if she's been dealt a bad hand in the Dabverse, or if it's self-created. Um, but those two reviewing anybody, oh God, I can't think of anything worse except maybe watching paint dry. Um, yeah, the modeling deal didn't seem that bad to me at Panhandler. Um, I don't know. I guess he didn't want to do it though. I mean, it's not like he's a recognizable figure, you know. Um, so, but who knows, you know? I'm always suspicious of guys that leave their country, then go become like to go become a star someplace else. And like when I was a kid, you would hear about, oh well, you know, he's a big star in Italy. Uh, Basketball players was a big thing. They would go play in the Israeli leagues, and it meant that they were good, but they just weren't good enough for where they came from. So that may be the thing. Uh, Joe Piscopo is jacked. Uh, Look, he's got the same dealer as RFK Jr., I think. And what was the other one? Andrew Cuomo, the old governor of New York. Um, Blame Mint regardless. Yeah, Mint definitely deserves blame. So I've only sent the link out to one person tonight, and that was JayMoe. And uh, Dave Sarah has admin. He will probably pop in at some point, but Dad needed lotion, and Dave is there. He doesn't usually do them on, and he doesn't usually come on Thursdays unless there's something important. But we may talk about something that gets him going. So I just need your guys in the chat to help me out. And let's not forget it's supertip.gg/Buckman, and a couple of bucks would be great. And it's not me grifting; it's just me eventually wanting to get on a leaderboard, even for 24 hours. But there we go. Um, Deft is flirting in the chat with Ashley, and Ashley is here. I got to talk to Ashley earlier this evening. That's always fun. Um, Guru One will give me an exclusive. I can't wait for that. And Ashley says hi to Chris Mack. The year of three Schmuels. Hey man, I'd be willing to bet that a year ago you guys didn't know one Schmuel, and now Schmuels are all over the place. So Panhandler is here. Maybe we'll finish up later. I don't know if they're willing to do it, but maybe we'll bring Panhandler and Ashley on a little bit later. Chris Mack, but I could get at least two people to vouch, possibly three. Chris, you're welcome to come on. I mean, I know you long enough through chats to know that um, you'd be a guy that I would be interested in. Uh, All Alone in Japan. You know the old joke of in the land of the blind, the one-eyed man is king. In land of Japan, the five, what do you call it? The 5'8" man is king. And Sam Bibley wants a picture too. I'll send it out. I just took it in my car. I had a very weird day, and I wanted to come on at 8 o'clock on time. Got behind at work. Had a pickup at BJ's, our version, another version of Costco. And if I didn't pick it up, they were going to cancel it. So I had to get there. And I went to Best Buy to pick up a laptop. And now what I have now what I have learned, wow, Alexa's talking. And now what I have learned is Best Buy has a brand of value computers. So I wanted to buy this. I have to replace a Dell Inspiron. It's a shitty little computer, but somebody just uses it at their desk. They had one on sale for $350, which I think is what I paid for it the first time. And I went, and the young man tells me that now their value laptops only work in Windows S mode, which means you cannot download Chrome. You can only use Edge, and that's a no-no. And I don't know if you've been into a Best Buy lately, uh, but it looks like it's going out of business because half the shit is not on the shelves, and it's they've got pictures and QR codes for you to pick stuff up, and they did not have another laptop in stock for less than $1,000, and I'm not buying somebody in my office $1,000 computer. They're going to buy it for me. So there we go. Uh, Stealth is creeping in a poor teenager's nightmare right now. Thank you, Deft. But as a person that's been accused of, hell, you're the one that did it. Made me a goddamn serial killer or some shit. And the Dan man. I want to talk about that later on. And I like Dan. It won't be a trashing, but I have questions. Questions. Um, Acid Dust, very funny. You don't want to mess with us. Joe Piscopo fans, well, two of us. What about Kimberly? Is she still around? God, I remember him doing that and O&A going off on it. And I heard that there's like a retrospective or something. So, all right, it's 9:01. I want to get down to it. Schmuel, please talk to your donors. I've got 2K on KB and an IQ test with you. I don't have any donors, Frank. That's the point. That's the point. And I get all sorts of advice, about how to get donors and stuff. But look, the truth is, at some point, hopefully donors will start. But really, I enjoy doing this, and you guys in the chat give me a blast. Rock Talk Live being very seriously. I don't find Kevin nor Milton funny personally, but I like a Dennis Miller style of humor. Dennis Miller was also one of the greats, and probably still is. Um, Piscopo's radio show is the lead into Cumia. Thank you, Nick from Fort Wayne, who usually just is in here to shit on me, but I didn't know he was still on. So in the chat, I'm going to ask you all a question. Pro or con Clearwater Chad? Just in general, nothing specific, just your overall view of them. 1, thumbs up. 2, thumbs down. So just let me know, because I feel like I really need to talk about Clearwater Chad. And my buddy Dave Sarah can defend himself better than anyone, but I want to offer some thoughts on what's going on. So, Crumbum, you know that me and Sam are very different guys. Um, so this is where Dave gets pissed off at me because what do you call it? I get into the chat with like conversations that are going on between you guys that don't relate to anything I'm talking about, and um, he thinks I'm not aware of that, but I'm 100% aware of it. I just want to engage. Big Black, Keanu dumped Ashley. Big Black, there was no dumping, and if there was, I can, with no inside information, I can 100% guarantee it was the other way around. But there we go. And I'm just going to skip down. And Keanu's the worst. I 100% agree with that. But I'm just going to run down. Is there anybody answering the Crumbum thinks Ashley blocked him. I'll tell Ashley you're a good egg. Um, oh, JayMoe says I didn't send it. All right, give me a minute, JayMoe. I probably thought I did. I probably just looked up your DM and didn't do it. All right, relax, JayMoe. We'll get there. We'll get there. Um, you know you're making an impact when Big W is in your chat, and Ashley points out that he is. So thank you, Big W. Love your show. Um, and it doesn't look like because oh, there we go. We got sums. So we got wait. I got uh Bugman is a negative. Let me just do this like a prisoner on a wall. So we'll go 1 1 1 1. Cigarette Jones, you and I may have a problem. Stalin likes him. Oh, Stalin also voted 1 to stick it to Dave. Panhandler voted 78, not to be funny, but because he doesn't want to be seen as taking a side. He doesn't know which side his bread is buttered on yet. So, Bugman, didn't you vote twice? All right, that's cool. Dave, send me the link for Paw Paw. Just slow down, JayMoe. I want to get there. I I want you to come in after I do some of the what do you call it? Some of the Chad stuff. And fuck you guys. Okay. There she is. All right, Crumb. All right. So I got uh I got a DM this morning from one Mint Diggity, and I guess that I'm probably doing a Keanu and revealing stuff. I am not going to put it up, but Mint sent me a link to something that was written by someone that we all know. And I read it and sort of couldn't believe it. And I thought, well, I need to read this on the show because I want to talk about it. And I've got 2 people now with the link who are welcome to join, but give me a minute because I want to read this first. Actually, I don't even want to read it first. I just don't want you being associated with my opinion on this because, I know that Clearwater is a revered figure in the Dabverse. My interactions with him have always been great, um, but I really don't get the Dave Sauer shit, and you can't be attacking my boy Dave, right? Nothing. Dave can handle himself. Dave's okay with it, but let's not blow it. And Affy says, Schmuel, you're all over the place tonight like bird shit. I know, I'm getting my shit together. It always takes me like a half an hour to calm down. All right. Uh, Schmuel's big monologue. I know. I'm trying to get all the hate directed towards me tonight, not to guests. Um, so let's just rock and roll down here. T Gun, Clearwater is a leech. Um, all I know is how do I want to say this? I'm also trying not to be censoring my thoughts. I was talking to a couple of other podcasters today, and I mentioned that uh, I, after being in business for so many years, trying not to offend and trying to develop client relationships, um, I also noticed that I tend to try to like make things. I'm always adding that spoonful of sugar. So, oh, by the way, fuck you to Karmic for stealing my bet. But let's talk. let's talk about Fat Nick, as Crumbum has called him, right? So the quick recap: uh, Clearwater was asking Fred Stoller to go on. Wanted to have Fred Stoller go on. Fred Stoller asked Dave Sarah what he thought. Dave thought, yeah, that was a good idea, and um, they really wanted him on there because Clearwater had a decent reputation in the Dabverse, and they thought it would bring shows. They thought it would bring viewers to Fred's show, and Fred needs watch hours to get monetized. Um, and as been pointed out to me, um, Fred's eating oatmeal and stuff, awful. So Clearwater said, "Yeah, I'll go on," and then to make me look less bald. And so Clearwater says, "I'll go on with you." He goes on Stoller's show, but instead of going on Stoller's show, he was simulcasting it on his channel. He got $120 and he sent Fred 60, which was, nice because he didn't take out any of Google's money or any of that stuff. But Fred does not need $60. The point was to help Fred get viewers to get watch hours. So these two had an argument about it. And Chad, much like the other Chad, instead of any kind of rational discussion, uh, he just went balls to the wall, accusing Sarah of all sorts of shit. Uh, then he goes claiming victory and all this. But I had respect for Chad until I read this. All right. And admittedly, in the last couple of days, I've been wondering. And this was addressed to the wet noodle crew, whoever they may be. And it says, Fred, I was listening to you beg for views on your show while I was doing other shit and heard you say my brother's name. Some guy named Frank told you to do something with Clearwater Chad, and you read it out loud. I immediately texted my brother to contact you. I thought we could do the same for you, as we did to other people's streams when we first got monetized. Help other people get views. That's it. What benefit do you think we could get from your shitty stream that was pulling 15 people live? All right. So, one, um, you were asked to do a favor, but you really weren't doing a favor. Your first thought was, how does this help me? Um, the other part of this is I'm becoming less convinced that there is a Chad brother. I wish he had a different name because Chad is making me crazy. Um, but I don't think that there's a Tad. I don't know that there's a brother. Because when I read this thing, it's like it doesn't make sense. It's almost like the guy who, you know, posts under an alt and then posts under their name after, and they kind of forget things. All right. Chad gets the link from Dave. This is supposedly this is from the brother, right? To Fred. Chad gets the link from Dave and pops on. How are we supposed to know you didn't give Dave permission to put him on? That's actually not what happened. Um, then Jeff Richards' bloated corpse comes on with wild mouth Ben Solenberger, and they do Chad and you having a great conversation. That was fun and would have been great for the Saturday show. You and Chad had zero chemistry one on one. That's why I told my brother to try and get them for the show. So wait, is Chad also trying to like steal somebody else's guests? Um, I thought that happened to me. Um, okay. So since you're a dumb, spook easy and listen to other dummies, of course you get us all wrong. We all know Kevin. You know he was on SNL, right? Kevin Brennan is greater than Fred Stoller. Sorry. Again, all we wanted was to help out a views begging bitch. and we contacted that bitch directly, then contacted his bloated corpse friend when he asked us keep keep monitoring Clearwater Chad. Okay, this is just fucking getting sad, sad, sad. And so I what the fuck? This is like yeah, right? Who fucking comes at Fred Stoller hard? I mean, of all the people in the planet to come at hard, Fred Stoller, um, the man has never done anything, right? And Kathy Griffin once asked him to slap her, and he couldn't bring himself to do it. Gave her a little love tap. All right. Um, on Fred's stream, you told Chad to contact you on Instagram. Then you complained he contacted you. That makes you a piece of shit. The reason Chad didn't recognize you when you did Drunk Girl, this is for Jeff, I guess. Okay. The reason Chad didn't recognize you is because when you did Drunk Girl, you didn't look like a fucking bloated corpse. Fred says you're some kind of guru, but you're oblivious. You see a spastic panic attack having addict, and it's just a joke to you to be made fun of. Look up how cocaine addiction can affect your work. It's easy to see how it's affecting his streaming, but think how it's affecting the caregiving he's giving to his loved ones. That's what your impression is missing. Um, yeah, dude. Uh, no one has really thought that your what you've been giving us on the YouTubes has been that of a great caring dad, right? Um, so almost like every chance you get, you are online. So anyway, um, where was I? Oh, now it's on the guru to offer Dave some help, a caretaker and some rehab till he gets better. Couldn't be that hard for you Hollywood fucks to swing. I doubt you're interested in helping anyone. I think the best thing going forward is to have Tony Hinchcliffe give you the same talking to that he gave Stephen Brody Stevens. Um, is he just intimating that, Dave ought to grab some rope and a chair? Um, seems a little bit harsh there, Dave, Chad. Would be nice if I got the names right. Seems a little harsh there, uh, Chad, or brother of Chad, whoever you may be. Now we move on to writing to Dave. This must be part of the Wet Noodle crew. Um, I'm wasting time and energy writing this because I just caught up on Schmuel's stream and was forced to retort when you mentioned my name. The reason you don't get traction isn't because you're mid. It's because you talk about being a cocaine addict every show. It's a sad cry for help that you surely need. To start with, you scared the hell out of Stoller when you put Chad on stream without even asking him. Oh my, horrible. Then you lied about the numbers not going up when Chad sent them to his stream. They went from 15 cause Fred Stoller stinks to around 125. While I was looking at them, check the Creator Studio numbers for that day, including watch hours. I bet they're above that. Had nothing to do with Sarah asking people to watch the stream, did it? The clear, easy plan from the beginning was to give Fred a taste on August 2nd. Then come on next week, Saturday, the 16th, before Bedabbler finished, and take the redirect. Instead of 175 people, there would be from 700 to 1,200. It was already set up beforehand without you having to do anything dummy. That was a pretty kind offer on Bedabbler's part. How many watch hours is that half. God, I can't read this shit. All right. Sorry. How many watch hours is that if they stay for half an hour? You're acting as a tech advisor and your addict behavior got in the way of all that. I bet Bedabbler would still give Stoller a redirect if he asked, even though Fred basically spit in his viewers' faces. Take any of these Hollywood fucks offer. Eat shit all. Whoa! Whoa! Chad. The fuck is going on here? You know? This is pretty intense shit, right? And Mr. Nice Guy behind the scenes, Mr. Oh, dum is pretty mean and pretty vicious. And man, am I like kind of blown away. So I don't really know what to think. Schmuel Bugman, that fat bum Clearwater Chad still owes me $2. Um, dude, I don't know, man. I was just like, what the fuck? And it's just like, hey, if you're gonna come on the air and go on Tukey and go on all this other stuff and present yourself one way, right? Then be that way in private. It's like you want to come across as a nice guy. You want to come across as somebody people should like, kind of a Ralph Cramden type, a little dopey, uh, but sweet in the heart or whatever. Yeah, this really sucked. Thank you, Mint, for sending it over. I can't. I don't know what's going on here. I'm like, what the fuck? And this is the goddamn fucking Dabverse. Who spends this much goddamn energy? Like, does Chad even realize that, like, nobody really knows who anybody is here? And when people turn off at night or switch to something else, they don't know who he is. Uh, Personal opinion, uh, to quote or paraphrase or take his thing is Mercer's thing. This guy Chad, he fucking thinks who he is, huh? Um, Jesus fucking Christ, I was lost, and I'm just like, Chad, I like you, I want to like you, but you don't go after my friend that way, and you don't shit on everybody. And Fred Stoller, right? If he is what you say he is, then you cut the guy a little leeway. But no, you can't. You got to call him a loser. You got to call him stupid. All these other things, you know. And your response was totally not about Dave and his tech ability or any of that. And this is like one of my bugaboos, right? If you want to insult somebody, if you want to accomplish something, um, you don't attack something that has nothing to do with what's going on, right? If you think Dave did a shit tech job, Dave did a shit tech job, right? Dave's been doing this a long time. Dave knows what he wants to do. Um, Dave has been helpful to me. I trust him, and I don't know. I don't get. I don't get what it is. I don't get what you're driving at. And going all over Twitter and repeating 1,000 times that Sarah's a coke addict. One, it's not new, and two, it's not changing anything. It's not helping, and I just got now. I'm like beginning to believe you're just, what's the word that I'm looking for? Looking for clout. You wanted Stoller for clout, and you didn't get clout. And the clear plan was to give Fred a taste of $60. I mean, seriously, come on. If Fred Stoller thinks $60 is a taste, he needs a lot more help than Clearwater Chad is ever going to be able to give him. So I can't. I'm fucking lame. It's also lame. Just mock losers and move on. Reiza, people don't believe me when I say he's not bald. I'm not bald. I'm thinning hair and it's going away. I once had hair Cardiff's color, but it was not what's the word we're looking for? It was very curly, so I didn't have that. And so I'm I, I'm really annoyed at this. Now, apparently, one of you fucks actually convinced JayMoe that I was big timing him because now he's been big timed. And the answer to the question that someone has asked me on a DM in Twitter, and we're just lucky I have it open tonight, is I'm happy to send you the link, but I want to stay on topic and I don't want to fight with somebody who's not here. If we can agree to that, I'm happy with it. So, but Mumbling Nick has the link and JayMoe has the link, and it's possible of somebody else that has the link. So let's see let's see what these guys say. Okay, so we have a deal. Say, I know that I have two friends. One from the internet friends, right? One of them is Ava, one is Crumb. They don't like each other, and Crumb's not here, and I don't want to have a fight uh, or dissing Crumb when Crumb's not here because I learned early on that um, Crumb is one of those guys that people like or hate, and I like him. And if he wants to have an argument with somebody, they're free to do it in chat, but on stream we'll have them both together. I, I'm not big about this stuff. And I swear I did send Clearwater Chad an offer to do this. And on 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 that, I don't. Did I say he wrote a letter? Um, but yeah, I mean it was like this is like the kind of shit that in my growing up years, this would be the kind of stuff that somebody would write out on a note paper and mail to somebody else. Very my girlfriend problem. Very karmic like, I will say. So let's move on there. Serenity now says final boss is a good man who's misunderstood. Um, we can get back there. Avi, you've got it. JayMoe, you've got it. And if you don't have it, you need to let me know. All right. Chad wanted to do a weekly show with Stoller and Jeff Richards. Complete grift off other people's talent. You know, there's nothing wrong with wanting to make a buck off somebody else's talent if you have something and you can bring something to it. But if you ask somebody with talent or somebody that's popular or something like that, if you ask them to do something, they don't want to do it or they're reticent or whatever, just move on. You don't need to fucking attack them, right? And it's because it's like you're like pussy hurt, and I I just find it distasteful, and that's one of my big beefs with the Dabverse. I think it's shit that we do to people here, including my friend Ashley. Um, and Mint Diggity is still better than the manifesto. Serenity. Yeah, this was not written by AI, and then the grammar fixed by Serenity now. Sorry, Serenity, but you deserve that. Now, I want, what do you call it? I want to know who these wet noodle guys are. because I like them. And the interesting part is I didn't really get this from one of them. This wasn't sent to me by like uh, Fred or Dave or anybody else. This could Jeff Richards, anybody, right? This came from a third party who was pointing out how fucking ridiculous it was. Dave Sarah's heart is in the right place. CWC is disgusting. Uh, Certainly fucking soft, man, especially when it comes to this, you know? But uh, I really feel like we've been, what's the word that I'm looking for? We've been played. Like he's coming on about like I don't know, the dopey fat guy, and the goof with the Arby's and all that. And it looks like behind the scenes, he's manipulating like a Bond villain. He's going to be the master of all this. And I'm also a little bit like, why did you bring Bedabbler into this, right? And I'll get Bedabbler to do it anyway. Like, who are you to talk for Bedabbler? Is there more to this than you going on a Saturday stream and doing a dopey news segment? I have no idea. Um, they all spurg out because they're jealous of me, final boss. I thought you were talking about Clearwater. That makes sense. Clearwater wise, as far as you go, I don't think so. I think you embarrassed yourself, but we're letting you unembarrass. All right, kids. Can one of you fucking people send me? No, I'm kidding. If somebody could do a super chat just to make sure that somebody cares, I'd appreciate that. I haven't set to the lowest number possible. Kay, let him do his thing. It feels baggy right now. Baggy. I don't know. JayMoe, your line of questioning with Annabelle on Clowntown was actually pretty good. JayMoe is what do you call it? Interesting because of the way he came in. But he's actually been able to back it up. So I think the joke was actually on Chow, because Chow usually likes to push morons like me into making me think we can do this. And then we come on and we do what I do, and that sucks. So uh, I'm done, JayMoe. You're welcome to come on. Not be the baggy guy. All right. And Crumbum is half the people in wait, I can't read this. Crumbum has half the people in this chat block, so we don't know what we're agreeing with him about. Oh, okay. I tend not to be blocking people, um, and that's the deal. When I like to do it, and I guess we already talked about this, right? Last Saturday we had a bunch of shit. So there we go. See, this is why I'm concerned, because I'm getting people sending me text messages that they sent me super tips, and I am not seeing any in my unplayed section. So maybe they'll come up. Maybe I'm going to wind up refunding money. I don't really know. Ava, Schmuel, I would ditch the hat. This is better. Oh, you mean the hat in general, a hat in general. And Ava, I'll be more than happy to explain that to you, but you would be one to take fashion advice from, I would assure you, especially with that rack. Cigarette Jones, big time. Wow, we're not liking the hats. Noga likes the hat. Uh, Cardiff's color, I think he meant karmic. Trying to figure out what I'm doing. Um, Here. All right, let's go. Let's go all the way down. Panhandler. It's Ava. I did say Ava. Try to be cool with that. And Serenity Now said somehow I have the link. wait, no, you don't. No, you don't. And Noga wants me to send the link, but Noga, you're reserved for you. I have you down for Saturday. So the problem is that I've sent the link out now. Everybody will come on at once, and then I won't get to our other topic of the evening. So let me finish with Clearwater Chad. First, the cigar. By the way, I think I've become addicted to the nicotine that's in the cigars. I don't inhale them, but I'm hearing that that's not necessary, and so I'm gonna have to stop smoking them. I know I've been saying that for a while. Um, JayMoe's in bed. Sorry, get on, Nick. Um, Daddy's laying in the bed. It's let's get Ava on here to build some love. Um, I never asked for the link. I have to be offered like a proper lady. You know what happens, KB? I love sending you the link, and I'm happy to do it right now. Um, I forget to send it to you because I always think I'm bothering you, and that's really why I don't send it. Uh, look at this panhandler from Kina K. The women like the panhandler, and we let's see. This is why I try to get along with everyone. You don't. You don't. You don't. You don't. You don't. And but we'll give it a shot. And let's see. I realize I don't need to rush through these. I, I felt such pressure before, and now I'm like I'm waiting. Uh, so we'll go. And I did send Lady KB the link. Attacking personal looks is so hack, especially when 90% of the Dabverse personalities are ugly on the inside. Um, Mouth sounds. I interestingly enough, when you go to events, uh, we're not the best. We're not the best looking group of people. I will assure you of that. And so that's what I find so funny about this. It reminds me of what's the big giant fat guy? Kino Casino, is that his name? Who's he's like he's really fat. He's in his 20s. He's losing his hair, and he just calls people fat and going bald and um, stuff like that. So it's either a lack of self-awareness or he just doesn't give a fuck. And but it's crazy. And Schmuel, can you schedule a tit off between Bobina and KB this weekend? Um, Gina Bobina, I actually have a phone number for you. So I meant to send that to you earlier. And so, uh, oh, it's going to take JayMoe a lot to get up at this spot. I don't want, I wouldn't want to bother you, JayMoe. All right. So here's the deal, kids. OGMumbling Nick has the link. JayMoe has, there we go. And JayMoe, I mean, I hope we didn't like bother. Like, it's not such a bother to come on the show. I,
No, no, I figured I might as well get up out of the bed from my good old Uncle Buck.
I didn't know you're like time. It's 8:30 where you are, right? Out in the Midwest or somewhere. Or
Yeah, it's 8:30 down here in the sweet land of the Lone Star State.
okay, so 8:30. It's a little too early for people. And like I said, I think I told you earlier, I would have brought you on earlier, but you know, I wanted to express my opinion about what I thought Clearwater Chad was doing, and not taint anyone else with that.
He's
So
making some waves, isn't he?
I, it's I don't get it. You know, I think is it that thing of like he got a lot of attention. He's been on a bunch of shows. Like you can't go on a stream without seeing him on there, but it's not translating into money or something like that. And so it's like he's getting pissed off. I don't know what it is. Like I don't know what the end game is, but it doesn't feel right.
Well, it's a gimmick. So first and foremost, anytime you're doing a gimmick, that's what he's doing it for, is the money for sure. So because I mean you're not gonna put on a Hawaiian shirt every day, the same Hawaiian shirt every single day for free. Like that's crazy. So he's hoping that he hits it big and gets. I think he really thought this Fred Stoller thing was probably going to send him right to the moon or something. I don't know.
Yeah, but there were better ways to like I always think like there's better ways to handle it, you know? You don't wind up being like a little cunty bitch,
Yeah.
right? Like how is that gonna help you? Right?
I mean, it definitely didn't look good, and he looked terrible when he was confronted by them. And then he goes back, and then he's doing like a Imholt thing where he's like, "I won." It's like, what? What were you watching?
I
That's his
know.
immediate response was, "I won." And it's like you're doing an Aaron Imholt. Everybody saw you exposed for who you are, and then it's like, Actually, I won against Dave. It's like, no, you didn't. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. Fred hates you now, so that's good.
Yeah, and I don't know. I just it came across as so childish. Oh, and here we go. Cupcakes Corner for $5. Let's try again. If you need a laptop for work purposes, I have one I can send you. It's less than a year old processor. It couldn't run a stream. Uh, Cupcake, thank you so much. I appreciate that. I'm actually I actually ordered one on Amazon already, and I don't want to give this I have a reason for. I want to give him kind of like a piece of crap. So that's the deal. But cool. Thank you so much, Cupcake. All right, we verified that Super Tips works, and
Woo!
I'm happy about that. And JayMoe, are you able to vamp for about 10 seconds while I
Go
go
for it.
grab me a cigar cutter?
Yeah, go for it. I'll tell you what. I don't know if you can still hear me, Uncle Buck, but I will say that with Clearwater Chad, the thing that's probably the most disgusting about this whole thing is that he has zero accountability for his own actions, and that he's consistently showing uh, that he's playing a character online, and then behind the scenes is a completely different person, and it's just weird. I don't know. Character work makes me uncomfortable to begin with. I hear him moving around in there.
Yeah, I'm back.
All right. I didn't know if you fell.
I should have. Yeah, you're very funny. Very funny. That's like I was on with Echo one time and I reached down to grab something and he thought I
Hmm.
had a heart attack.
Oh
Um,
God! But that is a nightmare, though, isn't it? Because there's
yeah,
nothing that a person on the other end of the camera could do. I mean, other than call 911 and be like, "I'm online with somebody." What's their location? Not sure. That'd be
I
weird.
have no fucking idea.
Yeah.
You know.
But
Eh,
he's dying, so if you could get there real quick, that'd be great. You know what I mean? Yeah.
I,
Don't do that. I
I
won't do it, and you don't do it. That's gonna
yeah,
be.
no, I won't. I won't do it. All right. So yeah, so here's my impression. My impression is the guy has been really trying to get out there, really trying to get known, all this other stuff. Um, it probably hasn't been working as well as he wanted it to go, right? Or he's looking for more. And I think he thought he saw Fred Stoller as a great opportunity for him, and he fucked it up. And now it's everybody else's fault except his own.
Yeah, I think another part of it too that I was kind of thinking about was is he's been dealt with kid gloves because he's playing such a goofball character. Everybody knows it's a character, right? And so it's like, but Bedabbler's been kind of like carrying him along, so he hasn't really gotten like a lot of the hate, and I think some of that, a big wave of that hate came off of that Fred Stoller. I mean, he was getting it. I'm not saying he wasn't getting any, but I think a lot of people were handling him like a retard because they knew that he's playing a character. So they're like, we're not gonna, he was getting a lot of kid glove activity. And I think after that interview, and people saw his behavior in that interview, they were like, actually, fuck this guy. I don't want to actually. And then he's just, I mean, he's just for no reason he does things, and it's just like just a weird gimmick. I can't. The character work drives me crazy. I can't. It's too much.
See, I don't mind the character stuff. I'm gonna add the beautiful and lovely Ava Reiza in a minute, but um, the character work doesn't bother me. That stuff doesn't bother. But
Mm-hmm.
I get, but I have. It's like you go on Brennan consistently, and there are very few people. I'll say Dave Sauer is one of the only ones that I can think of off the top of my head. That go on Brennan, aren't owned by Brennan, don't become defined by Brennan. Um, and because it's going to get you clout, but I my view is it's a net negative, and you didn't get the clout from that you wanted, so now let me get the clout by attacking these two other guys. uh,
It's odd because they're such. Fred's such a night like it. Just talking to, he's like a sweet Jewish man. Like, what are we doing? Like, leave the man alone. Like, he doesn't seem like Fred Stoller doesn't strike me as somebody who's ever hurt anybody's feelings on purpose.
uh, I
Hey,
I think he does.
I mean, I'm sure he does, but I'm just saying, when you hear him and you speak, that's the optics of what happened, right? Is you got this sweet little old Jewish man, and you've got this big fat bloated guy, and it looks bad. It's not
Yeah,
good. It's
not
not good.
not to stereotype, but I could imagine Fred in the grocery store and the price being mismarked and him losing his mind and you know denigrating some poor store clerk. I'm not
Yeah.
paying this. So, but in any event, good evening, Ava. How are you?
Good evening.
good evening. I'm good, thanks. Are you
Cool.
are you still using this fucking weird thing? It won't let me use the beautification to smooth out my face.
I don't think it should.
I said
I,
no. It's all like cranky about it. It's like I had to keep reloading the browser.
well,
I'm,
of
co- I'm coming in. I'm coming in, Rob.
all the guests that we have, Ava, you're the one that least needs the beautification. So, uh,
That's very nice.
I should have. I didn't know about the beauty. Maybe I should start using that. Do you think it would help?
Well,
I don't know.
on Streamyard they have like a thing where you can kind of and then like the trick is to not go all the way, but just do a little pinching. On
So,
here it's called beautification,
right.
but it's all fickle, so
Yeah.
This is
it wasn't working. It doesn't work.
this is me with no beautification,
Well,
and
this is your
and
greatest. You look
and this
great.
is and this is me with full beautification. I don't know if you can um, see any difference, but
Well, I think the angle and everything. You look better today than I think you've ever looked on the stream. You're
well,
looking great.
thank you, Ava.
You
You
are.
do
Thank
look
you,
very hot, Uncle Buck.
thank
All the
you.
girls have
It's
been saying
it's
it in
what
the
I'm
chat.
always looking for, and yeah, everyone's shocked that I have a little bit of hair under that hat. So
The hat just kind of throws like now you yeah. But as you said, I didn't want to derail what you all were talking about. I missed the last minute because I was fighting with your beautification thing. So what were y'all just talking about?
we were wondering what. Well, we weren't wondering anything. I was saying that I thought Clearwater Chad was having a breakdown by going after Sarah in the way he did and going after Stoller, um, and the and just like it feels like the image that he's been trying to present of the jolly little elf kind of thing, the mask was torn away
Oh,
with that.
I'm not caught up, so I'm just gonna pretend. I'm just gonna let y'all talk for that subject.
Well, how far along are you, Ava? How far along are you on the Clearwater Chad paradigm so far. To bring us up to speed where you are. So we
I
will help
was
you.
always kind of minimal Clearwater Chad, but I just haven't watched a lot this week.
Oh, you don't find him captivating?
No, it's finals week for me, so I just can't. I'm just not. I'm not updated on the Clearwater Sarah thing. So I'll shut up. Go ahead.
No,
I'd love
you're
to.
good. It's not. There's not much to it. It seems pretty one-sided at this point.
So, but you're upset. Like, is he behaving like aggressively, or like, isn't he just kind of?
Well, he's calling Jeff Richards a bloated, fat corpse. He's telling Fred Stoller that he sucks. No, he's
Now, is that
perfectly.
him or is that his quote-unquote brother? Because I got a little bit confused on that as well. The specifics.
So it's interesting that you say that, because when you read this,
Mm-hmm.
it gives you the mixed message. I am now 100. That's also too. I'm 100% convinced it's him writing it, but he's trying to use that it's his brother.
I don't think he
So
has a brother. I think that's him on another account.
it's probably, you're probably correct, because in one place he's like, who's ever writing this is writing in the third person, and then later on they're writing in the first person. So
He's too
it
much of a boomer to try and keep up with two. He can't do it. He's gonna fuck that up. I mean, I promise you that. He's gonna end up thinking he's on Clearwater Chad, and he's gonna be on Clearwater Chad's brother, and he's gonna say something. Everyone's gonna be like, "Hold on," and he's
that
gonna
was my brother, and I told him he should never have done that, and he was just upset, blah blah blah.
because
And
he can't be the nasty guy that if you watch his brother and all the chats, it's I'm gonna fuck you up and I'm gonna beat your ass. But that's the opposite of what Clearwater Chad tries to. Clearwater Chad is, oh, I'm an idiot. I'm dumb. I don't know who anybody is. I don't know what's going on. So
yes,
it's two different paradigms, right? It's like what
yeah,
he's playing a dangerous game, especially for somebody at his age, to be trying to do that. To try and
I don't think
balance.
he's that. I really don't think he's that old, though.
He's
I
too
mean,
old to be trying to play two different characters online. I promise you that.
well, yeah, except that almost everybody that plays two different characters online eventually gets outed. Um, no matter, and age, I don't think has much to do with it. Um,
Mm.
maybe age makes it happen faster.
Are you
Uh,
claiming? Are you claiming that he doesn't have a brother, or that he's pretending to be this brother that you already knew
I
about?
think that he's got an account that's called Clearwater Chad's brother. It's literally that. So it's not. There's no Clearwater Chad's brother. That's literally him just saying the things that he thinks Clearwater Chad can't say to defend Clearwater Chad because it's against all the trolls and stuff.
Has Clearwater Chad verbally acknowledged that there's a brother that he has that is in the chat?
Yeah,
When
I think so.
yes,
he is claiming there's a brother.
yeah, because he'll often say, "Well, I talked to my brother, and my brother told me that this was a good idea, or this was a bad idea, or my
Is that
brother
his
talked
girlfriend?
when shit goes wrong. Uh, my brother suggested I do this, right?
Mhm.
There is always somebody else to
There's
blame,
no brother.
Maybe it's like in OJ's "If I Did It" book, where the other character's Charlie, but it's really his subconscious.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's exactly it. But he's playing he's walking a tightrope that I don't think he understands. Like it's
Clearwater Chad's walking a tightrope.
Tuna Town 666 has a great point. The only reason he had access to Stoller was through KB. He took
exactly.
advantage of the situation, right?
And
And
he hasn't been back on since. I don't think has he?
and he knew, I don't know. I don't really watch KB, but Stoller and Sarah, had a relationship. So he went to Sarah instead of KB. But yeah, he used his access to KB to get to Stoller. When Stoller questioned it with Sarah. So yeah, I didn't even thought about that. Good point.
And he
Tuna
burned
Town.
all those bridges to the ground. By the way, like all that path leading all the way back to KB, he's burned every bridge on the way. What a fucking idiot!
I, well, I mean, he seems to have burned. I was gonna ask him to come on tonight, and I'm like, I don't want. I'm just like,
He won't.
I'm done. I'm done. What
You're done with Clearwater Chad?
earlier for the moment? He's gonna. I need him to have a. He's gonna have to have a redemption thread with me,
If
or
he
a
would give
redemption.
up, if he would just give up the gimmick and just be like, actually, this is just who I am, because the gimmick isn't even that good. Like, it's not a good one. I mean, it's just like I'm dumb. Like that's it. There's no. When you
I had
actually watch him on the streams, he has nothing to contribute.
I had like one conversation with him where he just emerged on this stream, and I just tried to like figure out who he was, and like I never, yeah, I don't, but I don't know. He's got staying power. He seems to be everywhere.
Imagine I told you, Ava. Imagine I told you that you had to sit in a room and speak to Clearwater Chad for more than 30 minutes.
Alone.
Yeah,
That would be
it
really
would be a
rough.
fucking
Yeah.
nightmare. It would be a fucking nightmare.
Yeah.
You would hate yourself within 10 minutes. You'd be like, "Why did I do? I don't want to be here. I don't want to do this." And he's
What's
just
with
going,
like that?
"Oh."
Is there like, is like Clearwater Chad the Benji of the Dabverse? Like, it's like the joke is that there's no joke. Windows, or are those impressions like actually supposed to be like good impressions?
He's Rocco's character. I mean, that's really what it boils down to. Is he's Rocco's good boy.
Oh.
Come on, good boy. I need you to do my news for me. Get in here for free. Come on, good boy. Come on. Come on, good
I
boy.
I think there's been. Look, you never know what's real, but I think that Rocco likes him a lot more than Cardiff likes him.
Has
Oh,
he ever
Uh,
been?
I
Has he ever
wouldn't
been?
doubt it.
Has he ever been doxxed, or has there ever been a moment where like he's had to get like real and like show like a actual emotion?
I don't think he's really been doxxed. I mean, it's been. I think. I know it's been put out that he's a overnight janitor. Whether that's true or not, he got really emotional when I said it to him. But I mean, it's fake emotion because it's a character, so it's hard to tell. Like it's hard to tell. You know, I don't know. But
Yeah.
it could all be fake. For all I know, this guy's a multimillionaire. He's just playing a goof on the internet. I don't think so though, because he clearly does work nights and he does look like shit. And he is in a van every time you see him, and that's typically what overnight janitors are getting bitched at by their Asian boss. Dude,
he does. Hey, look, he does own a two-family house. He's got rentals. He does have a kid. That's never easy, and or you can never make enough money for that. So
overnight guys get paid better.
I
It's not a
had
bad
him.
job.
I
Not a
had
bad
him
job.
on my show and was asking him some questions. I mean,
Mm.
he seemed like he seemed like a personable enough guy. But I'm telling you, if you're working at a university in New York, you're making money because you're in the union. You got the best fucking health benefits ever. The pay scale is higher than any place else.
And it's night, so you know night guys always make more. They make like five more bucks an hour or whatever bullshit because it's nighttime.
Maybe we should send Felicia after him, and she can do the work for us and figure out what's really going on.
She's
Yeah,
got to destroy Karmic first.
she's got
Yeah,
a
when
blank.
she's
She has
done
a
with that.
blank. She's got a blank canvas right now, Ava. She is so busy. Did you not see that lesbian haircut she picked out for him?
I don't know the full update to that. I just know that I keep seeing these screenshots of them doing a show together, so I'm assuming that they have a show. And yeah, yeah.
She decides everything for him now. I didn't think it was true. I was actually
I didn't
when,
predict that happening.
when Pat said it. Listen, when Pat Dixon said it, I was like, oh, he's just being a contrarian, right? Because we were all like, he's being a real gay guy, like. But then I started thinking about it, and I'm like, there's no way a gay guy would never let this unattractive woman pretend to have sex with him for one, and for two, go along with everything she says. Gay dudes do not do that.
I always
I,
felt like he's not gay, but he could be gay and not know he's gay. But it's one of either he's straight and weirdly like just
just like
reserved,
forcing
or he doesn't
himself
realize
to
he's
be.
gay. Yeah, I just felt like he wasn't attracted to her, but it seems like he's gone all
I
in.
don't know, man. It seems like he really wants it, and that's why he's allowing her to make these choices. But I don't know. But yeah, she chose his hairstyle. He said the other day he hadn't gone to get it yet, but
Well, he's
she
got the
picked him.
more like because he used to have like the Michael Jackson jacket, but now he's got like the t-shirt. He looks a little more rugged, like she's
He's
masculinizing.
exclusively wearing only his merch too, which I like.
That's funny.
I like that he's only wearing his merch. Fuck
But yeah,
everything else.
with Clearwater Chad, I just think it's funny that
Mm.
people are like, y'all like you're mad at him or that.
Oh, yeah, it's not really bad. Like I think Dave is really mad, but I think but it got personal with Dave because Dave actually Dave put personal relationships in jeopardy trying to help Clearwater Chad, and that's you know what I'm saying? So like, I guess that's probably what it is, you know.
And from the thing is, having known Sarah for a while, um, he really cares about this shit. Like he really cares about people, you know. And so I'm sure he cares about Stoller. Like if he's helping Stoller, it's because he really wants to help Stoller, not for he doesn't have some ulterior motive where he's trying to capitalize
No,
on it.
that's exactly what he said. That's what he was mad about. He wasn't mad about Clearwater Chad being shitty with him. What he was mad about was how Clearwater Chad treated Fred. He was pissed off that he was pissed off, and he said like, oh, because he was supposed to send the viewers and he didn't do like some, you know what I mean? Like I don't know the minutia to the stream sharing, but somewhere down the line, Clearwater Chad did not do what he was supposed to do, and
Right. And I will say that when Clearwater was on my stream, he suggested simulcasting, right? And he said, because he comes to us from the anti Scientology community, that's where the Clearwater name is from. And uh,
What?
so, yeah, so he was suggesting simulcasting. He said that's what they did there, and that helped a lot of people out. Now, the I've been told he was sort of kicked out of that, but I don't know if that's just people getting pissed off at him because of what's going on with Dave, like Sarah, because Dave's supporters will going to trash everything now. Um, but yeah, that's where he's known from.
he's got like 4 or 5 communities just ripping him apart right now because he can't stop. His his
So
stupid
funny.
fat mouth just can't stop.
So
He does.
Clearwater Chad.
Yeah, I mean it's crazy. Like
yeah, Mintiggity says, I think he has a dopey brother. And then Sam Bibley says, Schmuel, I like your theory that Clearwater Chad's brother is him, but now you're talking about like it's a given. It's not. Well,
Oh.
it's the Dabbleverse.
well,
So
neither
I'm going to
neither
assume it's a given until this brother appears somewhere. Don't shit on Dave. Lesson.
I have to. I was giving Dave shit in the chat, but he posted a link and he vindicated himself. So any previous inference I made about a
I
content,
got it. Right. We yeah. But
Dave's the man.
the other thing about Sarah is Sarah will get into a fight with you, but if he's wrong, he will admit it.
Mhm.
Um, and the other thing is he doesn't just start he had to be really pissed in order to start that in the first place. And the thing is, you've gotten along with him, you've been on MLC together. So before you go accusing him of everything, reach out to the guy. His
Me?
DMs are open. No, no, no.
Oh.
Yes, you Ava. You know what he
Clearwater and
is.
Dave,
Oh, sorry, I got messed up.
no, your situation is corrected. And
Yes.
that was that was really Ava, that was really more about me than it was Dave. I mean, Dave got pissed, but I was like, I'm constantly fucking seeing these people. When I saw Stevie Lou the other day making accusations against Merch about chatting with kids and all that. He doesn't know what the fuck
Oh,
he's.
I didn't know about that either.
He
Hi,
doesn't know what
Stevie.
he doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about, and it's like, oh, I heard that from somebody. Oh, I hear that from somebody. It's like either tell us who you heard it from or stop because you're
Well,
just
Shmuel,
making shit up. Go
I don't know
ahead.
if you saw my DM, but like, that's what I was doing a parody of was that I heard it like from somebody.
I
It's
know,
so
but you
so
could have
clear. Like,
you maybe could have done it with less. Like you could have maybe somebody says Dave Sarah's a coke addict.
well,
Might have been a little bit more appropriate, but go ahead.
I kept saying, "Hey, I don't believe this." I'm just
It
saying.
didn't land is all.
I heard it from everybody else.
Well, you got fucking stealth in an uproar. So
Oh, I don't want to. I don't want
that
that.
was so funny. Um,
Is he? Is he? How's he doing?
stealth?
Mhm.
No idea. I'm sure he's fine.
Yeah, he's
Um,
fine. He was on Mir Must the other night. You see him.
oh,
Yeah, remember he's fine. He was
talk
just on
about
Japanese time. He ain't awake.
talk about a horrible show. And give us 1 second. OGMumbling Nick is going to join us because we need at least one Chad person. But I wanted to Mint Diggity say because he was supposed to bring him to New York City with Kevin and Borgo. He's pretty sure there's a brother. Oh, I don't
I think
argue that there's a brother. I just wonder. And that
if
fucking
he's in
chat
the
was
chat.
13 minutes ago, so I'm way behind. And let's
You
welcome
should you
in.
should you should get the brother on the show. You should write him and see if he'll come on. What's up, Nick?
Looks
What's
so
up?
ominous.
Sorry.
He looks so ominous with the mask.
Coming for you, JayMoe. I'm coming for you.
I
Death.
know it. I know it.
Yeah, yeah.
It looked bad
Anonymous.
too because I had to bounce out last time when you first got on, but I had to go, man.
Oh, I know, bro. I know. Just ball busting. What's going on, everybody?
What's up, dude?
Schmuel.
I would have hung out with Mint Diggity says, Sam Bibley, I would hang out with Clearwater Chad. So would I. I just don't understand why he decided to go after my friend.
He wouldn't know who you were, Sam. He would just tell you, I don't know who you are. So
What's so
who's
confusing
that
about
guy? I
Matt?
don't know.
Panhandler.
I don't know who that guy is. What's his name? I don't know.
What's so confusing about it?
When you get to Panhandler and I's age, you see a lot of rack jobs that are not done nearly as well as yours, and they started with something. So
Also, mine's done well. Very good.
yeah, it's nobody's complaining about the Mava. I'll tell you that.
Right on.
Well,
I'll take it.
I heard Nick mumble something under his breath when he got in here, but
Yeah,
Go ahead, Nick. I'm so sorry.
Nickel says that.
Yeah. I said nothing, Schmuel. What do you want from me, brother? I just got here.
all right. So you're the Chad apologist. You're the CWC apologist on this one.
I guess I like Chad. I think it's just his goofy shtick. He almost is as innocent as he pretends to be. Not quite, but almost. I'm telling
Well,
you,
you
man.
would think that, and then he shows his ass, and then you realize he is exactly not that.
Yeah, I don't know if you were here for the earlier reading of the, I keep calling it letter, the email that he wrote or the post that he put up.
No, I missed that part.
Okay, so I'm going to send it to you. It'll only take you a second
All
to read it. Ladies and gentlemen, I have an announcement. Ray DeVito is going live at 10:35. That was today's announcement. Sorry, Ray has been, Ray likes to send out his DMs. So this is the debate, man. So he sent out this really shitty posting to
Yeah.
people, and so we are debating whether, and then when you read it, you can see there's like some third person and some first person and stuff. So we're wondering if there actually is a brother that's giving him advice and stuff. We believe that there's definitely a brother, but whether the alt is the brother on Twitter and these places just a Chad alt, or is it the brother? Because it's since they're polar opposites, 180 degrees apart. It's like you feel like it's the same guy trying to play both roles.
Gotcha.
I just sent it to you, Nick.
Yeah, I'm reading it.
Jay Crumbum, JayMoe needs merch. Yeah, because he's got a garage that he doesn't have enough shit in already.
Yeah, merch nobody's gonna buy. That's what I need. Yeah.
I what do you call it? But I have like a friend of mine who bought beer cozies because he was convinced he was going to sell them, and it's 15 years later, and the fucking things are still in the garage, and he won't let the wife throw them out. It's like emotionally attached to him, and I would have gotten rid of them because she abuses him for it all the time. And so, Nick, when you've read that, let me know. And I want to say to my good friend Ashley Cummings, Ashley has deleted her Discord, and Rochi can see me about yoga. Discord is a bad place for anybody over, a certain age. and that age is like 25. So
So Schmuel, do you think Chad wrote this?
I do.
Really? I don't know. I've gotten some emails from Chad. They don't look like this.
Yeah, I mean I don't know, but so the thing is did the emails that you got, were they from the character Clearwater Chad, and then this is Clearwater Chad's brother?
Like if I was your brother, Nick, would I then name myself OGMumbling Nick's brother? Like that just doesn't make any sense. It's really dumb, and it's what a dumb dummy would do. I got to think of another name so I can do this. Oh, what do I call it so everybody knows he's my brother? I'll call myself Clearwater Chad's brother.
First off, I make sure my brother has no fucking idea I do this. He'll think I'll be fucking institutionalized or some shit. But yeah, yeah, dude, I don't know. Unless Chad's been playing me for fucking a year now.
What's your take on him, Nick? Is he like is the whole thing like a bit? Like what?
He's very, I don't want to say this. Like he's not dumb, but he's very naive, or he's very, I don't think he's very worldly. I don't think he's lived through, despite being divorced with a kid, I don't think he's lived through a lot. I mean, you hear the guy, he can't name like one Beatles song or one Scorsese movie.
But is that real?
No.
Dude,
no.
I don't know.
I thought it was real until this recent stuff came up.
Maybe I need to see more of the. Maybe I need to see more of this recent stuff.
Is there a clip? Is there a clip of what you're talking about, Schmuel?
No, it was it was writing. That was written. What he wrote, and I don't have a clip. I mean, somebody else can pull it up. We could work that out, but I don't have a clip of Clearwater doing Clearwater. You know.
They're all the same. I mean, just find one. Yeah. They'll be the same thing. Do the one where he's the Z-Man. That one's good.
I think I've told this before, but I back when he was just doing the Stuttering John fucking bit, I went on his show to try, and I was supposed to debate him politically, but he kept answering me as Clearwater Chad instead of Stuttering John. So it was like
he's an idiot.
He kept giving me his real political belief answers and not like what Stuttering John would say. You know, he stopped being like, because he'd be like, well, I ran a union. So obviously he's talking about himself, not about John and stuff like that. So the thing was,
but he has like takes like about unions.
Surprisingly, Ava, that's what I mean. He's not as dumb as like. Here's what's funny.
Wait, Nick.
Yeah.
That's the point. That's exactly what we're trying to say.
What are you trying to say?
We're trying to say
he's not dumb.
That the Clearwater Chad, the dummy guy that we all see that's been on every fucking stream that's a character. It's not him.
So
that's what they're saying. I'm just listening.
So here's what's funny. I think
KB is absolutely right. Not to cut you off, Nick, but there is no way in hell he lives in Buffalo and doesn't know who Josh Allen is. It's not possible. Buffalo is not that big, and Josh Allen runs Buffalo, my friend. That's how we know it's bullshit. Excellent take, KB.
I was just gonna say I may like him more than you guys, but I think you guys think more of him than I do, because I don't think he could. He's smarter than he comes off, but I mean, this is almost Andy Kaufman like shit if he's been faking this the whole time.
Well, see, I feel like I don't want to give him Andy Kaufman. I want to give him Benji Bronk, like where it's like they say, "Oh, you're being Kaufman-esque, but it's not good." You know what I mean?
It's not hard what he's doing. Like you're giving him more credit than I think we are at this point, because no, Nick. Because think about it like this, Nick. What is his entire gimmick? His entire gimmick is he knows nothing, he remembers nothing. How hard is that?
And he eats, right?
Well, he's fat. We have eyes.
Oh, no, he just eats like food.
Yeah, I guess.
Nick, you were there the one time I talked to him. He just popped up on Hudson, and then I was just like, "So what's up with you?" And he just was like in a parking lot, like of a gas station, eating like a hot dog.
He just, I very much get like the Chuck Schumer joke used to be that if you wanted Chuck Schumer, just take out a camera and he'll be there. And that's what I feel like with Nick is it's like any camera, anywhere, anytime, you know, he'll be on there. So
Me?
I would add an addendum to that where it's
no,
like
we're not talking about you,
You
Nick.
said Nick.
I'm sorry.
Am I
Now,
wrong?
now you're
you,
my wife. You're
you're wrong.
yelling at
Yeah.
Say
you.
that.
You're
Yeah,
wrong,
you did
Nick.
say that.
Nick, why are you so Nick? You're nasty today.
You're nasty.
Schmuel gave
Nick.
me attitude yesterday. Just because
Oh,
I quoted him correctly and he got all upset. Sorry.
No, I didn't. That wasn't the reason I got mad at you.
All right.
And we you and I can discuss that
Yeah,
later.
we don't need it. Yeah.
But we
We'll
don't
get
need
we'll
to
get
go.
back right.
We don't need to go there now. I
Nope.
like you. I mean, I wouldn't be sending you the link if I didn't. But I was just a little pissed off. Um. Whatever. So, I just want to put this up that uh Ozone says his inspiration is a pro Scientology YouTube streamer named Tampa Brad. I used to follow that stuff, and that's where I first saw him. Ozone is 100% correct.
hmm
I got that from Chad myself. But what I do laugh is Ozone's next post is no, he is dumb.
If there's a Tampa Brad and he's just playing off of that, that actually kind of makes him smarter.
Well, that's what it is. There was a Tampa Brad, and then he became Clearwater Chad, and we all thought it was because of the other Chad Zumach being from Tampa. We all thought Clearwater Chad was a takeoff on Tampa Chad, but it's really Tampa Brad, and it's a Scientology thing. And which brings me to back to what Nick said earlier is when you were talking about him, oh, he's just sort of the dumb guy and blah blah. He's been doing this YouTube thing a long time. It's not like it feels like he's new, but that also feels like a gimmick to me. You know? So go ahead.
Yeah. I don't know. Now my brain hurts. I'm trying to figure this out because
My
don't
my
you
like
think
my
it's,
my brain with just had it was in the Clearwater Chad folder. I just put a question mark and then I just filed it away. And it's late today that it's funny to hear that he's mired in this controversy with these fake chatters and stuff.
I'll say this, Schmuel and JayMoe. What you guys are saying, it makes sense, but it's also going against what I've been thinking this whole time. So now I'm trying to put
Well,
all
his
that
whole
together. Yeah.
his whole shtick is like I'm anti-comedy, right? And that's his
Yeah.
whole thing. And I get it and got it, but the problem is like it gets really weird when he starts being like shitty to people, and it's like, well, I don't really. It's indiscriminate and it's kind of odd behavior that he's doing it. Like he lost the bit when he lost his mind over Fred Stoller. Really,
Yeah, but
when the first crack was is when he mentioned Dave and him having that spat. That's the first time anybody ever saw that character crack because he got real mad and emotional about Dave when he was speaking about it. That was the only time. That was the first time I ever seen him crack from that character a little bit.
I gotta see
And
that clip.
and
Yeah, I
it
haven't
and
seen
it
it
it's
either.
just it's very small, but you can see he's very upset about the fact that Dave essentially he feels Dave embarrassed him behind the scenes, right?
Right.
How do you get
And
embarrassed if your whole shtick is that you like sit on like a stinky couch in the backyard that looks like it's all messed up and you shove roast beef sandwiches in your face?
exactly.
I want to Sam Bibley. People spending an entire show being like, "Is he really like that?" Is my dream.
No, that's fair. That's fair.
And Sam, it is fair, but you know what happens is you start in one place when you're doing these things, and then it leads to other places, and that's why you wind up. That's why Clowntown goes 6, 8 hours sometimes, because you're like, wait, this leads me to think about something else. And then this leads me on to something. And this is not a show, right? Like, I'm not here begging for super tips, although it would be nice at supertip.gg/Buckman. Um, but we're talking, and we like having you here. And I'm going to give this conversation another 5, maybe 10 minutes. I'd like to get out by around 11 New York time. But I want to change the subject. Uh, to somebody else, but I'm not going to. I'm not saying anything until we get there. All
All
right.
right.
What does
All
that
right.
mean?
That was a big build-up. Are we switching it now or no?
No, we'll switch it in a little bit once we get done here. When this naturally ends, I'm not going to be forced by Sam to end my conversation.
So let me.
Clearwater.
I'll
I think
bring this
Sam
up
just thinks
then.
we don't get it. I think Sam thinks we don't get it. We do get it. That's not the point. The point is it's annoying.
I'm telling you, this is Benji Brown. It's like, no, we get it. It's just it's a bad bit.
Yeah, it's just not
sucks.
good.
Yeah.
And also,
My-
it's not sustainable. Like I just don't. I can. Well, I mean, it is. I mean, if you can really do it, but I mean, I can't fathom having to play that character every single day, having to slide on that stupid Hawaiian shirt over top of 4 other shirts. By the way, when you look at him, he smells horrible. He's
Yeah,
wearing
but that's 'cause, like,
17
that's, like-
shirts in the summer.
That's because like you like try to like talk about real shit and you kind of want to get to the core and communicate with people. Like he's like shut off psychologically from the world, and then
I guess.
I don't know.
But he is. I don't think he's dumb. I think he's actually a pretty
never
smart
thought-
guy.
I've
That's why
never
it's
had an
annoying.
opinion about him, but yeah,
I think that there's an actual. I think there's an actual interesting guy behind that.
I don't think so.
There probably is. There probably is, and that's why I really think that that other character is him. And it's also because it's so incredibly obvious, but it makes sense because he can't be that guy. He can't be Chad. He can't be Clearwater Chad and be nasty to the trolls, right? So he's got to be Clearwater Chad's brother to be nasty to the people he's mad at.
Well, that's smart. Like, I think the
Yeah.
counter argument to what we're saying is just if he just doesn't drop it, it's like at a certain point, like there might just be a point where it just goes long enough where he's right, But right now, it just doesn't feel good.
I think he could maintain it, and I'm sure we'll all just get over it after a while. This one thing kind of annoyed me and several other people, but
What is this?
we
I'm
can't
blind.
read this. Yeah, we can't read that. It's too small.
Really? It should be
It
the
says, it says I won against evil. It's a tweet from him from August 12th.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he came. That was another thing. Is like I said, he pulled in Aaron Imholt like the next day after that debacle. He's like, I won, and we're all like,
Did you,
So-
Schmuel, were you the one that just pulled up that screenshot?
Yes.
Did you use MS Paint for that?
No, it's scan snip and scan, whatever the fuck it's called. Screen
Is it-
snip, the snipping tool, the default snipping tool on Windows.
Oh, yeah.
All right, real quick, something Clearwater did a while back. It was when one of the first times he went on Stuttering, might even been the first time he was on Stuttering John's show. John asked him, are you married? He's like, no, I'm divorced. Do you have any kids? He's like, yeah, I got a 12-year-old son, 13-year-old son, whatever the kid was. John asked him his name. Chad told him the kid's name and brought the kid on screen. And a bunch of us immediately were like, Chad, don't fucking bring the kid. Number one, don't do it with John. Number two, just don't do it in general, on this shit. But so that's what makes me think there's some naivete to this fucking guy, because I think if he was like running even a Benji type thing, he wouldn't have done that. He would have been like, nah, John, I can't, because he's protected other things. I don't know why he didn't think to not bring his kid on. But that's why I think he didn't realize what the Dabverse was.
No, Nick, stop.
All right,
Because you can tell he's clearly money motivated. Like that's why it's annoying. He's money motivated. He's doing the shtick for money. Like that's what it's about. Like
does he make money doing this whole thing?
His whole focus with this Fred Stoller thing was we got to get him monetized.
But Nick, to counter
that.
what you're saying, when like Benji's presented outside of Howard's control, like when he would live stream from his phone and stuff, that I don't know if you've seen those videos, but they all look just horrible and they're bad for him. And that person in those live streams he does from his phone could accidentally, if he had a son, have him show up on the screen.
Yeah, but I mean, JayMoe, you're a dad. I'm a dad. No one could pay me, and I'm guessing you, any amount of money to put my fucking kid on screen. So for him just to bring him on, I don't know.
I mean, he's kind of like autistic, isn't he?
He's definitely touched by God in some way, for sure.
Yeah, like
I
that. No
can't.
judgment. I'm just saying, like he's
Yeah.
there's something wrong, right?
I mean, his mom might have drank a little bit late in the trimesters. I mean, he's definitely like a, you know what I mean? He's got a very large head. That leads me to believe, like, and you know what? The '70s were a wild decade, so
How old is he?
who knows? He looks awful.
I think he's
It's
my
hard to tell.
age. I believe he's the same age as me, like 46. I believe he said that. So yeah, in his mid 40s, something
Yeah,
like
so
that.
I mean, he's a kid of the '70s. Like, I
Yeah.
mean, it's the early '80s. Like,
Well, yeah, born in the 70s.
No,
in the
that would
80s,
make
yeah.
him my age. There's no way.
Yeah,
I'm
he kinda-
63 years old. There's no way.
Yeah, Clearwater Chad looks like I felt like Gen X.
Yeah,
Or-
I mean, I was born in the late 70s, and I was a kid in the 80s, a teen
Yeah,
in
yeah.
the 90s. I'm guessing that's what he was. Yeah.
yeah, not like he grew up in the '70s.
Right.
Well, like he was born in the '70s, but early '80s was his time.
Childhood. Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you? You should get him on the show, Nick.
Yeah, I'm sure I could get him on again. Yeah,
Can I
See
come
what he
on?
says.
Can you get him on? I want to come on. Let's have a talk.
yeah,
Let's
absolutely.
Talk.
We'll talk to Chatty boy. Sure.
Clearwater Chad uncovered.
No,
Slide in his DMs, Abba.
What was that?
Slide in his DMs. Slide
I
into
just-
Clearwater Chad's DMs.
There's just a couple people in this Dabverse where he's one of them. Where I just don't. It never even occurred to me to engage or just do it. Talk to him ever again.
You scared his grease is gonna get on your camera.
No, but Nick, I don't know if you remember that Hudson thing. It was like I tried really hard to like talk to him for like 30 minutes and just ask him any question. Like he just it was just he's so
yeah, he
shut
doesn't.
up.
Yeah. Nope.
Why
just
is
gets-
he?
He would just
he-
get quiet. Yeah.
Am I the only one here in double?
Yeah, that's because of me.
Okay.
All right. So, let me fix that. Give me 1 sec here, kids. Bear with. It's because I'm trying to share the screen, and can you still hear double now?
It's all good now. Nope,
Yeah,
we can
okay.
Nope.
Yeah, I can hear double now.
Double
When
on
you
everyone
talk,
but
no.
you.
When we talk, double.
All right. Now it's gone.
Testing.
Hello.
It's
Yep.
gone.
All right.
Yeah, it's gone.
We're doing great.
No, it's gone. I'm trying to do a screen share, and
Yeah.
I've had issues with the audio. So apparently, when audio is running, if somebody else talks, it's because of Evmux, and it's just different than StreamYard. Like with StreamYard, you put it up, it just does its thing.
Why are
Evmux
you?
allows a
sorry.
lot more flexibility.
does?
For
Yeah.
super tips, but that's why he can't use StreamYard
Not-
for super tips.
Not for the guests, like because there's no beautification feature.
Like I said, you don't need a beautification feature.
No, but
You know.
JayMoe, that was really good when you were talking to Annabelle. I think that was of the best questions.
I was so tired too. I had been, I think I was on like hour 8 of streaming at that point. 'Cause
I
that
know.
was that
I've
same-
been there on that show, and like you just came in and just, I don't know. It was good. It was good.
Okay, quickly, if you can do it in 3 minutes, JayMoe. Who's Annabelle?
I'm not 100% sure, and honestly, I don't think I could surmise it in 3 minutes.
I can do it. On Clown Town, there's a regular person that's always been on the show named Malware. He's like this like weird like like Peterman from Seinfeld.
I do know malware. Go ahead. Yeah.
But you know Peterman from Seinfeld?
Yes.
For anyone that doesn't know, he's like the Peterman of the Dabbleverse. Like he's just in some weird town like every time, but like he's banging this like 26-year-old girl that he met online, and then like she got pissed at him or whatever, but then stealth chaos slid into her DMs and sent her these playlists that are like horrible. They're like just like it was like the Pixies gigantic and like just the Smiths, like stuff that like if you were 21 you would send to like a girl you're trying to sleep with that's 14, and so that became controversial. But since all of that debacle, Annabelle will occasionally pop onto the show, and she's just the direct contrast of everyone else on the show. So she's like, hey, what's up guys, like whatever, I'm in Italy. And then like JayMoe just started like asking her just these like great questions that were just like probing and like trying to understand who she was. So it was great. It was the contrast from everything else where they were just trying to get
She,
her.
I tell you what, she makes intense eye contact when she's talking too. You're like, okay, we are locked in right now.
I'm gonna go with my last comment on Chad. So, does anybody have anything that they want to add before I
About
say
Chad
it?
Nothing
Stomach
left.
or
No,
No.
Clearwater?
no.
Clearwater.
Who
No,
have we been talking about for the last hour and a half, Ava?
I've just been listening to Clearwater. I have to get caught up on him. So.
All right. Because this should be a palate cleanser and topic changer, moving us from Chad to somebody else. Ozone says, I blame KB, Chad, and Ray for putting no effort into their shows by throwing him the link. I had a phone conversation yesterday with one Ray DeVito, and I kept trying to, because Ray got mad. Apparently, I was saying something about him on the stream. And I said, no, Ray, that's because my chat was saying, send Ray the link. We want Ray on your show. And he goes, I don't have anything to do anything against you with doing your stream, but you're all Dabbleverse, and I don't want to be in the Dabbleverse. And I countered with, you have Clearwater Chad on all the time. So you're obviously in the Dabbleverse, 100% in the Dabbleverse. And Ray tried to dissuade me of that opinion, but then my train went underground and I lost the connection. And later that night, Ray sent me the link to come on his stream. So he obviously missed the point. All right,
Oh.
now
I,
kids, go ahead. I'm so sorry, Alba.
I feel like Ray and Pat Dixon are in this like the subcategory of these people, and I think the way Pat does it is good. Like I watched like his whole show for the first time last week, and yeah, like he'll come in and mess around with the Dabbleverse. He came in like on Clowntown this last weekend, but yeah, Ray I'd just can't get a read on because he's just doing that nice guy thing. Nick is always complaining about Ray.
Here's a
Yeah.
secret. I don't think Ray can get a handle on Ray. I think that's where this goes. All right, guys. I am going to try and share a screen. The question becomes, it may give you guys, you might be hearing yourselves twice, but I don't think if I do it another way, the audience is going to be able to hear it. So when I share it, I'm going to share it, but it's going to have to be, I think I have to share my system sound.
I'll keep it quiet.
But just for a second, because we're really not even going to, let's try something here.
Tom is absolutely right. Tom, shout out Tom. He is absolutely right.
All right, let's see if you guys tell me if you can hear this or not. And can you hear that?
No.
Is your tab muted?
No. You can't hear it, right? Hold on.
That's right.
No. Because this is what this is what happened the last time with this. I mean, I know how to do it where I can get it to share the sound, but I think it makes us double soundy.
You got this.
So
you can do it.
no. All right. So I only want to have this up for a minute because I need to ask a question. And I was talking to my friend Ashley today about this, and let's see if I can do this. I'm gonna, sorry. And we'll try it one more time, and if that doesn't work, I got a third option.
No sound.
Okay.
I can
All
totally.
right.
What's it? Go to your the audio. Oh wait, here we go. Yeah, app settings.
It's cool. Just give it 1 second here, kids. For some reason, it is. We'll do it. So this is my thing. So
You want to see
my friend Ashley was on Dan from Nice Podcast Stupid last night, and let me remove this from the scene. Um, sh- Ashley was on Nice Podcast Stupid last night, and Dan was interviewing her and asking questions, and I just want to run a couple of seconds. This I I think he was trolling her, um, and she didn't feel like she was, but I'm like, he's such a notorious troll. So let's take a look. And I'm going to add it. Stop laughing, Ava.
You guys behave. I will pull this car over.
All right. This is going to make us double sound. So
Wants to,
can we hear
whatever
that?
the fuck, at least apologize
Yeah, we
for
can
being
hear it.
rude to me for no reason. And then maybe I'll even like go on your show and you can shit on.
I don't like seeing people get pig-piled on. I don't like seeing people get picked on personally just because of their idiosyncrasies or, you know, some slight or because it's just the popular thing to do. I always go the opposite direction. If everybody's going one way, I'm going the other way. And especially if I like someone, I'm going to defend them. And, you know, I think you've taken a lot of unfair heat. I think you're a fun person. You're a good person. You have a good heart. You're entertaining. You look at the numbers, the playboard numbers. We looked at them ourselves on Kiki and Ashley. She was getting better numbers with you on the show. So you are a bit of a lightning rod. Yesterday, Little Mir, who you guys probably know, the Little Mir show that he does, and he has Dr. Chow and some other people. Stealth Chaos was on it. I was invited to go on to talk about Ashley Cummings. I was very upfront with Little Mir and Chow, and I said, listen, I am friendly with Ashley Cummings. If I go on there, I'm gonna be defending her, and I'm not gonna just sit there and let, you know, people pile on. I'm gonna take her defense in some way, not because I'm like white knighting or anything, just I don't see the reason to pile on. And actually, Little Mir and everybody, they were cool with that. Then I saw the YouTube thing and the description. It was a little more, shall we say, direct.
Into the sadistic mind of Ashley
Hold on. Play backspace. Sorry.
Cummings.
It made you sound like you were like the most evil cunt in the world, and I just
Plot twist. No, I'm just kidding. Saturday when we spoke, I said, "Oh no."
So
yeah. So yeah, and public figure is a very yeah. So yeah, and public figure is a very you know, and once again, we don't have to go down too far that, but she's going to have a different set of rules and she's going to have to deal with different things than you should have to deal with.
Correct.
Okay. So did you watch the Little Mir show yesterday? Did you catch any of it? What was your perception of?
Well, mostly I don't know. Do you remember I texted you like you're fucking on it? No, I texted Chad.
Let me see if I can move up a little bit.
I don't have anger towards her. It's just more like straight up, come on.
Yeah, no, I'm glad that you seem to have, you know, let bygones be bygones. Obviously, there's still
like a retarded way, but radio silence per usual lately.
I want to transition a little bit because I think a lot of people want to hear this current situation, and we appreciate the background, and I hope that the Whitney thing. Maybe we'll get Whitney on one of these days. Maybe when you guys bury the hatchet, we'll get on Whitney. We'll hug it out, and we'll do all that. I do have a couple of super chats I just want to read, and then I want to transition. I want to talk a little bit about Mir, Kevin, and maybe just kind of the future of the. I mean, like, a pancake has a good kind of, whereas a pancake is a little more fluffy.
I literally got Botox and playing a game and pushing me off a sail. If it's 4 people.
Hey, maybe your face is hurt after
3 weeks
this.
or a month ago.
Here we go. All right.
And you know, I know you're taking the high road, and we're gonna keep it. They go low, we go high, just like the Obamas. But I do want to call.
Just like the Obama.
I do want to call this out a little bit because this is Misery Loves Clips. So this was an interesting clip that came out the other day, and he started the clip out with a little bit of a callback to you and Kiki talking, and then He shows her on.
I'm not. Lest you think I'm defending Kevin Brennan being a mentally ill, crazy old man, and texting these crazy things. I just for some reason. There's a history there, and I know him.
I like the reaction you had. So what was going through your head here?
Okay,
you think
so
she's
here is
defending him,
going
right?
through a lot. I told you that the night before this show, this is last Wednesday's show, right? When I put the hat on my head and stuff.
Yes.
So preceding this show, preceding any Wednesday, guys, is a Tuesday. The Tuesday night before this Wednesday night show, which was last Tuesday, I wrote to her because Kevin was shitting on me online. He was texting my phone, wishing my death, saying my sister was a whore, I'm a whore and a cunt, he accusing me of taking down his channel. And then Chad fucking Zuma is tweeting at me, Ashley Cummings took down Kevin Brennan's channel. She's done. Done with what? Like, you never even started, Chad. Get out of it. I don't even know what to say about that.
Chad
man.
loves starting shit and getting involved in it.
But it was like everyone thought, like, okay, first of all, Kevin was calling, he brought up Larry Page. He was like, is your sister fucking Larry Page? She take down my channel? And I'm like, responding in kind, right? And also, it's crazy. It's 8 p.m. my time. And I'm like, and he's like, I don't know, you have all the screenshots. He's like, get Larry Page to pay your rent. I'm like, Larry does pay my rent. He's like, go call Larry Page. I was like, I will go call Larry Page. It was so stupid. What I'm thinking here is the night before. So he had been doing, like, I'm again, like at work. So I'm not watching and consuming his content. I'm not a consumer of his content, period.
I have no interest in fucking blow. I hear people talk,
Yeah.
oh, dude, I'm doing blow. Yeah, no way, because people are just dropping fucking dead left.
I mean,
and right.
there's like fentanyl. Who knows? I mean, yeah, it's smart. Exactly. I smoke weed. I like my little wine. Well,
Do pills at all? You ever dabble in pills?
I have dabbled in pills.
Any good? Like, what are the good ones there? Xannies?
I don't know. Have you dabbled in pills?
Hey,
The fact that you said dabbled.
Look
No,
at
I used
me.
to love Xanax. Adderall is an interesting pill. What pill did I take that was super interesting?
Interesting.
I don't know. So what am I? I'll tell you. Oh, morphine.
Ooh, okay.
Not all it's cracked up to be. So I managed my mom's hospice, and I was so nervous. Dan, it makes no sense because I don't know. If, I'm going to educate. You want to stay with him? It's too toxic for me. That's what I said. And she was like, no, I had no idea he was like that. You've seen the screenshots. And so I was just surprised to see this. And she texted me like, did you
She's
see
playing
the
grab ass with Kevin right here. He's talking about you.
She's
He's
like, did you see the stuttering John lawsuit? And I was like, no, but I saw you on Kevin Brennan. Like,
laughing
what
about
was
me
that about?
being dumb and being a whore and thinking that's funny. Yeah. So let's play this clip here.
That was insane. That was crazy because they went live and they were like flashlights out and stuff on Insta. I remember that Anthony went live immediately. And they were like, they had like
the Empire State Building went down too, right? Didn't they go black?
Yeah.
Yes.
A quadrant of New York City went down.
It's true.
Gorillas and Leslie Jones were climbing the Empire State Building because it went so black. 7-Line Big Brand, not Gino, Ashley. Interpret the chat. What the fuck, man? Oh yeah, you didn't even say anything earlier. I don't even know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it was about the co-host thing.
Co-host.
I got it. I just didn't even.
She was having.
Yeah, but I'm not going back. 7-Line Big Brand. I don't even remember what he said.
She looks very stupid here. I told her integrity is a thing. Loyalty is a thing. Being authentic and truthful is a thing.
Could you imagine someone saying shit about your friend and then you're laughing? They're like, oh.
All right, I'm pulling it down. Hold on a second, because I need Ava to learn me how to clip. But so the point is, what goes on here is Dan does the thing of, oh, we're not going to trash this person. We're not, there's like stuff we're not going to talk about. And then it's like, oh, did you ever do pills?
Yeah, he's doing the whole thing.
He's doing the let me suck you in. I'm a nice guy. No, you can tell me, knowing full well that Ashley's been treated like shit. People want to peg her as an alcoholic and a drug addict and everything else, and all you're doing is adding to that.
I agree. My only thing, and I love Ashley. Is
Double, Schmuel, double. Take it down. We're hearing double.
Oh, I thought you were saying you agreed with me.
No. Well, yeah. But no.
That too, but yeah. Sorry. Thank you. Go ahead, Ava, and then Nick.
I was saying I love Ashley. The one critique I have of Ashley on this one is that I've never seen this Dan guy before, but like, if you look at him, I would never trust him to like to have this conversation in the first place. He's got like sunglasses and he's like laying low with his cap, and he's just going through the motions. He's busting her balls. But he succeeded because he got her shitting on Keanu. Isn't that what happened? Like,
yeah,
but that was retaliatory. I mean, Kiana definitely started the shit.
I didn't hear what Kiana said about Ashley in that.
I mean, we can go through that, but that's not what happened. Was the stuff that Ashley was that Keanu was saying was happening as these guys were streaming, and it was like Ashley's like, "Oh, I don't want to shit on Keanu," and she didn't, and then Dan like starts shitting on Keanu, and then Ashley feels like she's got to defend herself, right? And it's the same thing with like the drugs and stuff. It's like he knows what's going to sell, and it's like I'm pretending to be your friend, but I'm sucking you into over talking, oversharing, because you got to know what people are going to take away.
But she probably knows that at this point. Like,
to a degree, yeah, for sure. She's not dumb. Like she's
knows, not dumb at all.
No, she knows. Like I think she feels comfortable enough with Dan that she feels like she can kind of guide what she. I think that's her mindset. Is out of all of them that offered, she felt like she could probably make it work best with Dan.
I love that. Like I was going on these shows before you ever even emerged, JayMoe, and now you're coming in with these just incredibly thought out like takes where I don't even know what you're talking about. And you've done your homework, dude.
JayMoe is the ultimate troll. It's like, Chow and me, these guys were all like JayMoe, and they had no idea that he could actually back it up.
Yeah, like you're kind of presenting like a clown, but you're like presenting people's arguments and then the counter arguments, and you just have it all ready to go. Like, yeah,
well, I had to lean in. Otherwise, it was going to sweep me away. So I had a choice to make, and I had to make it fast. So it was kind of go with it or don't.
That's why I don't understand why Nick doesn't like you. I told him I think.
That's so funny because a lot of people still think like him and I had like some sort of stat. Like it was not that serious to begin with.
I don't even think it lasted a day, dude. Whatever.
Not
it was.
Even a whole. Not even the whole day.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. You guys actually did have a whole thing.
Yeah, we did for like a few hours. I explained it. I tried to explain it. I obviously knew it.
It was never like a serious.
No,
thing
it wasn't serious either. But yeah.
But it was hilarious because, in his defense and everybody else's defense that's ever given me shit is all they knew from me was these people in every chat going JayMoe, and it's very annoying. They got annoyed. So before I even showed my face in for some folks. They were like, "Oh, we hate you." So it's just fine.
I do think this whole pile on Ashley is kind of gross, and it's kind of. I'm just
I agree. This is like my attempt to defend her, and she doesn't want me to do it, but
she can handle her own and shit. But like, it is cruel.
Yeah, like, I will say she walked away last night actually on top. She actually walked away a lot better than she walked in.
Yeah.
But I didn't think that that's how it was going to go. I've been telling her, run. Just get away from all this. Go do your yoga thing.
Because like a couple weeks ago, like I saw like the streams that she was talking on, and then like there'd be these edits of her, and it was like, that's not how that went at all. Like, yeah, Ashley can hold her up.
And that was what I thought was, as I was watching it, that's what I thought was happening. It's like, oh, let's get her to talk about, the first time I tripped or something was at 14. And it's like, we're going to get this. Then we're going to put that together with something else. And it's going to make it look like you've been a life as a drug addict,
Yeah. And well, isn't it possible that there's no bad guy in this one? That it's just two people got what they needed from each other and nobody really got hurt?
I think Ashley has those conversations with a lot of people. I'm new to the guy you just showed me with the Dan with that hat.
Yeah.
I don't know what his deal is, but I feel like Ashley's mastered doing that with other people before. But yeah, and the people that criticize her about drugs, there's so many people that are on these shows that are clearly on all kinds of drugs that like never get
Oh, yeah,
called
yeah.
out for it. So
Yeah, and like I said, she walked away from it. First of all, just to point out, like Doom has been hot on her ass for like a month.
yes,
And
I love Doom. But Doom is on her ass.
well,
Right.
Doom actually has flipped his switch last night, and he actually turned around, and he's Team Ashley now.
Good. That's where you need to be.
That's where he
And
should be.
That's what I always try to tell Nick, and he just like, I don't know if it's a woman.
Yeah.
So what I mean to say, Uncle Buck, is like, I see what you mean by Dan, kind of, but I think they both kind of got what they needed out of that, and I don't think anybody walked away hurt. So I think it's okay. I think it's a wash.
I think I need to watch that full clip because I got a few things out of it.
It was a good stream. I sat and watched it. It was a good stream.
I think it. Look, my opinion of it was that he wound up getting her to say too much. That the trolls will just love to use against her. But I've said to Ashley, I think she's so nice and she wants to help, so she explains stuff like it's like she over explains because there's like, to me, there's a defensive quality to her. And
I understand that.
And I'd love to see her go. I'd like to see her go on the offense, but I also think she's got like I think that she's got an interesting story, and I would like to see it be parceled out more.
Can I say something, Schmuel?
Yeah, no, go ahead. That's what we're here for.
Here we go.
Yeah, here it comes. Quiet over. So I watched I actually watched like the first half of that interview or whatever, and like, I don't want to be that guy, but it gets almost like, Ashley, let me just tell you something. Nobody in the Dabverse is that nice. None of us. Like, I'm probably one of the nicer ones, and I'm not that nice. So
she knows Nick.
She thinks Dan and Chow didn't go on Little Mir's show because they were gonna bash her. That's not what happened. They're all working together. They always work together, and it's fine. It's just what the Dabverse is, but.
Ashley can correct me if she's wrong. I feel like I relate with her in that, like, it's just when you go on these things, you just go all in and ride the moment. And I think that she does that, and then she feels it out, and then she corrects when she needs to. Yeah.
See,
so
I think
if she felt that way in that moment, I wouldn't be surprised if she didn't figure out it wasn't that retrospectively. Sometimes you have to,
I just think it's like, do you remember what is it, Churchill's quote of
oh, here we go.
The what do you call it? What was it with the lie? There's something about the lie.
It's not the color of the skin. It's a content.
No, it's the lie. It's
James O'Ray. Yeah.
The lie is spread, before the truth gets its pants halfway on, or something like that. And that's my thought, is that by the time Ashley gets to correct it, it's so accepted as fact in the universe that go ahead.
I feel like Ashley knows better than to say what I'm just gonna say for her, or maybe for her, is that, like, I know it's annoying for people, but like, if there's a woman in this space, people like, if like some dude like Chad behaved like her, they wouldn't get the shit that she does, and like, she fucking handles her shit good, and she also has one of the most beautiful voices, and the most beautiful voice in Dabverse. Like,
she does.
Yeah. So like, I feel like I get half of it because half of it is like that I'm a man, but like, I also see how people kind of react to just a feminine voice being strong there, and like, she gets it more brutal than anyone else, like any dude on here, and I think she handles it well.
I don't know. I think that she's really, really gotten piled on, and that people just shit on her and they take everything out of context. And I really was hoping that this guy was going to give her a chance to sort of.
No, he's not going to give her a chance.
Go with right.
But hold on now. Well, to be fair though, again, like I think you kind of got a skewed view, because I think that you personally don't like Dan and his.
No, don't get me wrong. Whoa. Dan, Dan and I.
Neil Buckman hates
No, no,
Dan.
no, no, I'm
Nice
not
No, Dan
podcast
and I are.
stupid.
This is what I'm doing. Dan
That's
and
not what I
I get
mean.
along great. Dan and I are. Dan and I are very friendly.
That's not what I mean. What I mean is
Oh, so Schmuel's in on the troll too.
That's right.
Oh,
Oh,
alright.
hold on.
Yeah.
Now, that's not what I mean. What I'm talking about is I don't think that you particularly care for the way he goes about his interview style, especially when it comes to Ashley. You've taken it kind of personal. You got
I'm sure with Ashley, I take it personally.
And so that's what I mean.
I'm known.
That's
I'm
all I mean.
known.
Shmuel has like an affection.
I'm a known concern troller, right? And that's the thing. But back to Ava's point, I just women just get trashed.
Yeah, they really do.
In the Dabverse, and it's just like that's what I feel like. I feel like it was nice. Like Dan's a nice guy, and he gets people to give information and stuff. But I don't feel like it was, and it's not mine to make this judgment, but I'm making it anyway. Which is, I don't think it's in her best interest to do that.
She knows she knows what's in her best interest.
So then, what you're saying is that I'm an idiot. You're right. I'm not arguing.
No.
You're right.
I'm not saying you're an
That
idiot.
is what she said, Uncle Buck. Just don't let.
I'm putting my own. I'm putting my. No. It's fine. I'm putting my own feelings. I'm doing to Ashley what I'm saying other people are doing, because I'm not treating her fairly. I'm treating her like she's a kid or a child that needs protection, and she doesn't.
That's what I'm saying, and that's not a critique of you.
Yeah.
You're just doing that.
No, it's good.
It's not be treated that way. I think she partly wants to not be treated with the kid gloves, but also she knows that she can't go do that on.
I like how Jay just slipped that in.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think she can. I don't think she can. Like, I think she can. I think she felt like on Dan's show, because she had already done it, she kind of got the vibe for it. And I think she knew how to correct some of the mistakes that she made on the other one. So that's why I'm saying I think they both kind of got what they needed out of it. Dan got some clippable moments, and she was able to turn some of that public opinion around on her in that second half, which, Nick, I think you need to go watch the second half, because the second half is kind of where she kind of turned it around, to be honest with you. And I think a lot of people kind of go, oh, okay, well, she's not this, maybe she's this. Not everybody, but some people, you know.
I think that I love that level of analysis, like you were just doing that with Chad earlier, and maybe I'm projecting this onto Ashley, but I feel like some people just go wing these moments, and there's not all these like thought out things the way you kind of ascribe these like motives and intentions with her. Like,
I'm definitely on the spectrum some kind of way. I haven't been tested for it, but God knows
I'm not implying that. No, I'm just saying.
No,
like,
I'm on it. It's for sure. Don't worry.
Maybe it's just like, hey, I stayed up till fucking, like, especially in these clown town settings, like you're up like 5 hours just exposed on a camera, and it's like, yeah, you might just like get fucked up, or like you might just make the wrong riff, but like I don't think it's like this contrived thing where you analyze it and make these corrections. It's just you go back in there and like.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Well, like,
I remember being on a stream really late one night, and I brought two people on, and we had a shouting match about housing policy that
I didn't want to have.
that none of us wanted to have. But Ashley says, "I love you guys."
Love you too, Ashley. You're fucking.
It's like, see, I guess this is my thing. I want her in our universe. Like I'd like her here, and I think that she's a lot stronger than we're seeing. Like, to take what she's taken, and still be in the fight. I mean, that's just fucking amazing, right? Most people would have run and hid by now.
But she takes like what we take. I'll just group myself with guys because I get treated like that too. But like, she takes it. It's just, you know, it's just more amplified because she's like one of the only girls on there.
Thank you, Ava.
Not you?
Yeah, it's me.
Did you just say that while I was talking? Just that's exactly my point.
No, I'm just like, I look up at the camera and you're leaning over, and I'm like, because Panhandler always reminds me how amazing your rack is.
He's a dirty pig, that Panhandler.
So,
but no, I feel like I like there. Remember when that whole Kiki thing happened? Like I just disagreed when everyone on WATP that day, where it's just everyone just like was on the side of Nick Ricada or whatever. But like I was just objectively saying, like, here's like a woman that is like surrounded by 7 men just berating her, and like whether or not she was right or wrong, it was just like she destroyed them. Like, and that's I would argue there's like 40 men in this Dabverse situation that would cry, and she just fucking went in there and like whipped their ass.
I think that's why. Look, frankly, I think that's why even me, who's not a Keanu supporter at all, thought she won that because she hung
Oh, right on.
she hung
Okay.
in there. You know.
Nick doesn't agree, but I think it's because women problems.
Well, he
What are
doesn't
you
like.
doing to
He
me
doesn't.
tonight,
I
Albert?
love you.
Jesus Christ.
That's your fault.
I know you are. I know. I know.
He doesn't like women. I know that.
No, he
but-
does. I'm just fussing.
No,
I'm the only one being straight to Ashley about the whole Ozone's trying to be too. Like, I don't think Dan is gonna do anything mean to her or anything like that. It's just funny, good-natured trolling. But I mean, and if she did awesome in the second half, great. I don't even think she sucked in the first half. It's just, you get tired listening to the same troll over and over again. Like,
yes,
I
like
think it peaked really honestly when the Kiki stuff kind of kicked off because the Kiki stuff, the Kiki.
Kinky.
And when the Kiki stuff kind of kicked off, that's when she kind of something sparked. You know what I mean? And I think it really connected for her because everybody's been behind the scenes telling her like, this bitch ain't shit. She's gonna stab you in the back. And of course, what happened is she got stabbed right in her fucking bras line. Bah! And so that's what happened.
But everybody in that setting that she was in that fight with them about was like, everyone was like morally culpable on some level. It's like, there's nothing about that argument that didn't make you think that in a month they wouldn't all just be doing blow in a hotel room. So it's like, who's yelling better? you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's true.
what do you call it? Look, I want to say this about Dan. I think Dan actually likes Ashley. I think Dan is basically a good guy, but I also think that it's trolling. Like it's because if you really, my attitude is if you really cared about somebody, like if they were really your friend and you really like them and whatnot, you wouldn't put them in that position, right? I don't know that I'm willing to be told I'm wrong, but it's like
I agree.
we know what you're being beat up about, right? That everybody's coming after you. So if I want to bring you on and I'm your friend and I have your best interest at heart, it may not be news, it may not get the viewers it does, but we could talk about other parts. We could talk about other parts of your life.
That's the part, not to like, now I'm suddenly analyzing Dan, even though I'd never seen him before until today, but like, Dan has an obligation too, where it's like, that I don't have, because I don't have my own show, or I don't, like, if he didn't do what he did, then like, everyone would start yelling at him for going soft on Ashley, so
I think he handled it well. I mean, like I said to begin with, like I think Ashley kind of knew the gig was what it was, and I think she only gave up what she wanted to give up, and some of that stuff wasn't fresh or new. I mean, the drug stuff, like I think maybe she gave a little bit of new info, but really not a lot. And to be honest with you, the real clippable moments were the Keanu stuff. It wasn't the drug stuff. The drug stuff was probably the least interesting. It was more towards the end when you really got to see more of her actual personality.
What drugs? What drugs are you on?
Who, me?
Yeah,
I smoke weed. That's it. I don't do any hardcore drugs.
That's not what Nick said.
I dabbled for many years. Yeah.
T.O. Hank is super tips. Man, they're not, but T.O. Hank for $5.
I'm about to go live you hacks. Drop these losers and come on over. I always bring the funny.
Ava, bring those firm ta-tas on my show anytime.
Thank you, T.O. T.O.'s the best. T.O. is the best. You can all hear a garbage truck outside because I have my door open. Yeah, look, Dan does Dan does what Dan does, and Dan did pay Ashley, right? That came out on the show last night. So
Okay, there you
good,
go. That's all that matters.
good for that. Yeah, I just feel like when you're getting paid, when somebody's paying you, you feel like an obligation to give more.
Nah.
No, you guys don't.
Only one person pays me, and I treat him like shit.
Well, he treats you like shit, so it's a mutual relationship.
Yeah,
Only if you're in charge of what you give out on these shows. Like I'm not holding anybody responsible for information that somebody else gives because a question was asked. That's crazy. You can't do that. That's putting too much responsibility on somebody else. You know what you should be giving out and what you shouldn't. And if somebody just asks you, hey, by the way, what's the name of your kid and what's their social security number, and you tell them, that's because you're an idiot. It's got nothing to do with. Of course, that person's going to ask the question if they feel like you're dumb enough to give the answer.
Well, see, Schmuel, then that means it's okay what I do.
I mean, think about it. Like if I ask you, Schmuel, if I ask you a question, a simple question, and you give me information that you should not be giving me, whose fault is that?
Oh, fuck you, Dr. Chow.
Yeah, I was thinking my excessive simping.
Simp.
Yeah, and look, part of my deal just as an individual is I prefer to compliment than to bring down. If Ava wants to, if somebody wants to shit, there's plenty of places Ava could go to get shit on. It's really not. This isn't. It's not me. Unless Joey came on. If Joey came on, I'd be or Skarika.
That's what I told you, Schmuel. Like, there's no other part of my life where I ever would even be in any confrontation with anyone or be insulted like that. It's only here, so it's just an experiment.
Yeah. we all go through that. This is a unique take. Keanu does have something. She's a better podcaster than 95% of the Dabverse.
Wow. That's wow. Frank, you're a fucking idiot. God bless you.
No, she has that thing that we should all have, that we could have all learned from Howard, of that clock of this being respectful of other people's times. Carl has this too, where like they respect the time of the viewer, knowing that they could watch something else. Keanu delivers, like, and whether you agree with her or not, like, she's delivering and not just dragging along. Unlike not your show's fine, but so many shows people just meander and just read super chats and not do anything. Keanu has.
You have to have them in order to read them. Go ahead.
Oh shit! How untoward was that? Fucking Christ, Schmuel.
Look, and I thought, like, the other thing, and look, I'm not. Let's understand this. I'm not shitting on Dan. I'm just offering my review of it. Is that, in talking to Ashley, like I guess I kind of knew that the Ashley and Keanu thing was ending or whatever, but Ashley has been very gracious towards Keanu. She never said anything bad about her. She never, in the conversations that we've had, she's, again, just gracious.
Did that conclude with her? Like, are they not friends anymore?
They weren't friends going into that already. They had already behind the scenes broken off communications, so to speak, or decided that they were separating. But that's why when I was watching it, Dan brought up Kiki. She tried to get off of the Kiki subject because she kind of knew that they kind of had like a let's just be done with it type thing, and she kept trying to get off of it, and Dan's going to say his piece, but the real issue was, honestly, is they were watching a clip, and Keanu thought they were stream sniping, but they weren't stream sniping. They did kind of pull up the intro where it was on the beach, but they never actually stream sniped the show. But that's where the static started.
Oh, well, then what's Clearwater Chad's take on the Keanu versus Ashley debacle?
I don't think he even has one.
His same take on the White Album. He doesn't know. Never heard of it. Yeah.
White Album?
Yeah.
He's got to ask his brother.
Mm-hmm.
We'll get well, once he checks with him in the mirror, he'll get back to you. Two, I look on the Keanu stuff on that, and then we can wrap this up. I just thought Dan was really trying to. He wanted to shit on Keanu because we know that he can't stand Keanu and he doesn't like KB. He just really wanted to shit on him, and I don't think Ashley did, but I think the taint of what Dan was doing is then going to stick with Ashley. That it's going to be like Ashley was the one that was shitting, but she wasn't.
I don't think so. I think when it was all when the dust kind of cleared, I don't think that was the impression.
Okay.
I
mean, the only reason I say that is because, really, honestly, again, like I watched people's reactions real time as it was going on, and I kind of watched people kind of changing their opinion on it as it was going along.
What's the backdrop?
With this one? Oh, I actually made this for Papa Kill because he was calling me Emperor Mo, so I made myself a little throne.
Cool.
What do you think about that, Nick?
It's fucking beautiful.
Yeah,
I feel like JayMoe is staring right through my soul. I gotta look away. The eye contact's making me uncomfortable. It's too much. It's too intense. Yeah.
JayMoe is an intense guy. That's for sure.
He can light the shot. He's got the green screen shot set up good.
Perfect.
Yeah.
And all I do is AI. What color can I use as a background to make me look less pale?
Dude, my favorite one was like 2 weeks ago with your show. It like looked like you were using like Windows like Canon like DV like 176s from like 1997, and you had a green screen, but it was all pixelated and it was just echoing. You should bring that back. I liked that.
That was that was one of the nights when I left my computer, my laptop at home, and I went to the other place, and I was using
by home he means Ashley's apartment.
And I have I'm in lovely East Coast. Ashley's over in the West Coast. But in any event, yeah, I had an old computer I was using, and it had zero. It was like I don't even know that it had a video card. You know,
can I ask you, like, when you say that, like, what old computer? Like, what does that mean? Like, how old is the computer?
That one's got to be. It was a laptop, probably at least 10 years old, maybe 12.
Mine's way older than that right now that I'm on. I gotta get a new one so bad. Yeah, I think mine's like a 2014. Like it's so bad.
Yeah, and I could close with how I got fucked on from Best Buy, which I opened with earlier today. But in any event, here's how I'd like to end this. I'm an Ashley fan, and I'll say that. And I know. So the chat opened earlier tonight with I don't have to carry Ashley's water, and I'm not. But I do like saying who I like, and mostly I like saying who I like. I don't necessarily like pointing out who I dislike. Karmic. But
who do you think is hotter, Kiki or Ashley?
Who do
you think's hotter? Like, who'd you rather fuck, Ashley or Kiki?
The problem is, Ava, with that question is I've met Kiki, and so I know what her personality is, and I would say more who would I like to go out on a date with or be with or going to the movies with or something. I think I'd take Ashley every time.
Yeah.
Who do you want to bury your face into, Schmuel? Get to it.
You've never hate fuck somebody, Schmuel? That shit's fucking awesome.
I have Cookie. I don't hate fuck.
Yeah. I don't mean now. I've been married forever too.
How often are you getting laid, Nick, with the wife?
Me? Not enough.
But you asked that question a lot.
No, I don't. I've never asked that.
Yeah, you have. You've asked
literally
me.
Never asked, like,
within 5 minutes of coming on the first time, you asked me.
I still haven't even asked you I haven't asked you any of the questions I ask anybody else, Schmuel.
But you did.
Yeah.
You did.
We found out that Jake masturbates to trans porn thanks to Ava. That was
Jake?
that's the question. Yeah.
Jake
Hudson.
I hope you don't
Yeah.
mind. I hope you don't mind.
Yeah. He thought she was going to be offended. I was like,
I don't know. I feel like Jake would masturbate to an apple pie cooking in the oven. So,
Nick, did I ever tell you that like that clip of that? For some reason I just posted that on my personal Facebook, and my mother saw it, and it was the first time. It was the first time she'd ever watched a video of me like since I transitioned and came out, and she like wrote me, and it was like this positive moment. I was like, "Oh, you've seen me now that I'm trans." She thought it was funny, like, and I was like, "Oh, I love you."
I can't believe Jake Hudson brought you and your mom back together. This is so beautiful.
Seriously, it was the clip of Jake Hudson. I asked Jake Hudson, I was like, in your sexual relationships, are you the more submissive or dominant, or do you like for it to be equal? And
I'm a virgin. I'm a virgin. Yeah.
Yes, I'm a virgin. But then he just took it to like, well, porno, I like, like, well, sorry if it's offensive, but I like trans porn.
I like trans.
Yeah, you see,
I got that clip.
You over here worried about Ashley, and Ava's the real monster over here. She's
I'm my monster.
I picture Ava. Like I just imagine dating Ava would be a challenge. You just constantly have to be on guard.
Especially since she likes females and isn't interested in you, Schmuel. Back
Yeah.
off.
Well, I was trying not, I was just saying in general.
I got you.
But I think
has been like the devil version of me. Like, this is not what it's like to be around me in person. But it's a bit of fun exercise.
No, it's hilarious, and there's not. You look, my bingo card 20 years ago would never have been, oh, I'm going to wind up on a YouTube stream with a guy in a mask, a trans woman, and a person in Texas who doesn't speak with a drawl.
Well, I'm originally from the East Coast, so that helps.
Where in the East Coast are you from?
I'm from the D.C., Maryland area.
You ever watch trans porn?
Have I seen some? Yes, I've seen it. Do I take it? Not particularly. It just comes off as gay to me, to be honest.
Right. Like a trans with a woman or a trans with
either. Well, I mean, to be honest with you, I don't feel like is there a lot of that. I really don't know if is there a ton of the lady ones?
Yeah. All the people that are in the Dabverse talking shit about trans people are watching it.
I don't know. It just doesn't do it for me, to be honest with you. But
it shouldn't.
Wait. Which?
It's not right what we're doing.
Transitioning to which? Wait. Which one of the people in the Dabbleverse watching? Are they watching?
I'm strictly FDM over here.
All the people that like walk into the chats and keep reminding me that I was born a man. Those people are the ones watching that trans porn that I was talking about.
No, I mentioned there was something to that, but.
Right, but what? Okay, all right, forget it. I don't want to get.
Have you ever been anally penetrated by a man, Jay?
No. That's a good question, though.
He's not.
That's a good question. That's a good question in this day and age. You
I've known Ava a long time. She's never asked me.
He's on the level. That's right. I've been on more streams than anyone with Nick, and I've never asked him anything about his penis or anything.
We don't need to. You don't need to start now. This
Claude
is.
asked me about my dick.
Well, how about you? What's your anal situation?
Whose? Mine?
No, Schmuel's.
You know Schmuel's.
The only my ass has definitely been penetrated and by a male finger in a doctor's office.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. While you're keeping.
Is that true?
Clean living.
And the first time it happened to me, the doctor jokingly said, "Don't be concerned when you turn around and my pants are down."
There you go.
Classic.
I see what you did there.
He was it's very funny because nothing like a nebbishy Jewish guy to do that. So Ray and Hope are on, and
who's Hope?
His roommate.
Oh, honey, she's all the rage.
He's got a roommate?
She's the latest it girl. She's actually like could say she's the landlord. I mean, she's the tenant in this apartment.
No,
Like
she's
she
a firecracker. She's a firecracker. She
KB
pissed
never
Kevin
paid
off.
her, right?
No, he did.
Oh, he
He
did pay
just
her?
caught up
He
with her
Okay.
like payments and shit.
Yeah, but she wanted more. It was one of those deals. So like, yeah. So that he burned that bridge right to the ground. He
No,
said
he actually did. From what I saw, he actually did pay her. He posted
No, he
the
did.
he posted the payments to her. But you know, it's KB, so you never know what the truth is. Like, where does it kind of lie? But I think he paid her more to own Ray, because Ray came on that Saturday night, right, saying he couldn't have Hope on because Kevin wasn't going to pay her. But then Kevin paid her. He put the posts up where he paid her, but they were from 3 days before. So it was like, I know it's all very confusing, but it's
my girl
she's-
is
she
she's
fucking
popping off
her?
the walls right now. No,
Yeah,
no. She's
yeah.
high as a
Is
kite
he
right now.
fornicating
My
with
girl,
her?
my
Is he
girl
Well,
is having a time.
that's what she's known as or known for.
Has
And
he like fornicating with her?
No.
no, I don't think
No, there's
Ray's.
no interest. There's no interest on either end. I think is what I understood it as.
No, I think Ray is. I think Ray is like Jake. He's fornicating to a pie.
I don't
But,
ever talk about my Jakey.
And whatnot. All right, guys. I think she looks like she bought $300 a blow. Is that a lot or a little bit?
I don't know.
This market, not a lot, but quite a bit. More
one
than one
person,
person.
yeah. It's a lot.
More than one person should consume without grabbing their hair
Yeah.
every 5 seconds. That's
Yeah.
what she's doing.
JayMoe, I'd love to ask you like what year you graduated high school.
2004.
So like, what were you listening to when you were a junior in high school?
A junior? Oh man, that's a long time ago. Ava. That's a long time ago. I don't know. Let me think on it.
All right.
That was a long time ago.
Blink 182. I'm trying to think.
If I-
There was a lot of.
I
that
was
kind
trying
of
to see
shit
if
on
you
the
liked
radio.
like 311. And
No, I lived in DC. It was a lot of rap and hip hop, and also a lot of like what was that? Like a lot of emo rock got real popular right around that time. So that flooded the
Jimmy
radio.
Eat World.
All of that shit. You know, I don't want to say too much, but Good Charlotte is from my hometown.
They're terrible.
They are, but they're from my hometown, so that just kind of gives you a clue. Which they're nothing like my neighborhood, but they were from a different side.
You know who's from my hometown?
Who?
Hootie and the Blowfish.
Well, Hootie or the Blowfish?
The drummer and the singer.
Oh, okay. Darius Rucker.
Yeah.
I got to meet Darius Rucker at an event one time. Really nice guy. I mean,
he does not like being called Hootie, by the way. Don't call him Hootie.
Totally.
He's one of the good ones. Bill.
Why didn't I knew you were gonna go there. In any event, we're down to about 16 people watching, and 4 of them are us. So it's time that we put this stream to bed. You guys are welcome to hang out for a minute, but I'm gonna end the broadcast, mostly because if I go over 3 hours, I'll hear KB like, "You're on for 3 hours with that JayMoe and that other thing."
He doesn't address me.
and Ava too. So let's everybody, thank you so much for coming in tonight, and thank to the chat and Sam and Cigarette Jones. Excellent modding as always. So you guys can hang out for a sec.